Hit the button. Okay, so welcome back and welcome in. So I'll back up a little further than I had really intended to, just to bring Driya up to speed. The party right now is in a place called Citadel Altarein, on the top of a place called Hellknight Hill, north of a town called Breach Hill. The party has came to Breach Hill to attend the meeting called the Call of Heroes, the monthly challenge or job opportunity, for as it was for these guys, for heroes to come and take up some quest that is needed by the citizenry of Breach Hill. On the way in, they met a goblin named Warble Bumblebrasher, and she pleaded to them to be her heroes, her champions, to undertake a quest to this very citadel in search of the goblins that are now before you, her beloved Bumblebrasher clan. She had not heard from them for over a month, and now the fires that they have lit on this battlement had signaled that they were in trouble. As she was pleading to the council, though, the chamber erupted in flame. A fire imp leaped from the flames and attacked them, and thankfully our heroes were there to save the entire audience and the counselors. When the chaos had settled, they learned from one of the guards that the bookseller's apprentice Calmont had been seen in the area, casting spells and then running away. And so there seems to be some connection that is all but confirmed now as you stand here with the Bumblebrashers, hollering towards the north east-ish there, and hearing the voice of none other than a halfling speaking in Goblin. On the way to this place, you befriended, and actually he's not on the board, let me put him down. You befriended a not yet Hell Knight, but almost Hell Knight named Alex Stagram. You got Stagram to tell you that he was here in the Citadel looking for a beloved family heirloom that was lost. You see, the Citadel used to be occupied by a order of Hell Knights known as the Order of the Nail, but it has now fallen into disrepair, and it's been occupied by the Bumblebrashers for quite some time, decades and decades, not a short amount of time. And so the party finds themselves having defeated a bugbear and some grave shells, some skeletons, and a mysteriously placed creature from the Mwangai Expanse, a Growlodon, all on the first floor of the Citadel. So there's no monsters below, no real dangers, and now they've come to the battlements of the Citadel. And let me find Alec and put him on the board, because I don't see you. Also, let me clear off. Everybody just have and inspire courage forever. So the way, and kind of OOC here, so the way it works here is you control your character, and when you click your character, like obviously the blacked out part is like Fog of War in any other kind of video game. In this particular case, the blurred out part right there, that's actually a lower elevation. So if you tried to like go over there, you'd be going into a different map or whatever. When you target stuff, and we'll teach you how to do that when we get into combat and all this, but when you target stuff and then you click like one of your roles, as I said earlier, it like does all of the like math and the roll and all that for you. And other than that, I mean, we can kind of just like, as we go, whenever you try and do something, we can just kind of take a second and explain or whatever.
Sounds good.
So let me, I don't think he was at any kind of low health or anything. Let me change his token right here. So what I'm doing here is I'm adding in the guy that was the NPC that they had met. I guess I didn't put him on this map because it was up in the air, really, if they were going to fight him or befriend him.
As it should be. Can't assume everyone's a good guy.
No, especially not us.
Well, so I guess I would also say, while I'm adding this guy, if there's any kind of I was gonna say something along the lines of, as you guys have climbed these battlements here, and you're getting ready to speak to the Bumblebrashers, who are obviously panicked and screaming and engaged with this mysterious halfling voice to the north, that all of a sudden a witch appears and introduces herself thusly. And then if you would like to introduce your character here to the party.
Yeah, I hadn't really planned how I was introducing my character here.
Yeah, it's go time. You're on the spot, baby. Well, so because right, the party here, they've seen some crazy stuff in the Citadel so far. Nothing too insane, but bones reanimating, their friend donning the head of a deceased creature as a hat, as it were. Peep the token, by the way. So a witch appearing out of nowhere maybe doesn't surprise them so much, but you are stranger danger, so they gotta trust you to let you join the party here.
Holy crap, this witch just appeared out of nowhere. I am very shocked.
Thank you.
What brings you to this tower? What are you guys doing here?
We could ask you the same question. How
Now-
did you get up here so easily with avoiding all those creatures and bad stuff in the main area?
I have my ways. You guys came through. You can't just climb.
Rip.
Was that
We tried, but our
tried.
We're outside.
Oh, now we're
Enemies-
expecting you to be able to climb everywhere.
Alright, keep an eye on this guy. I don't trust his climbing skills.
The witch notices that your party lacks, in one particular area, any ability to understand occult knowledge and or use occult spells and knowledge offensively.
Yeah, we're pretty self-conscious about that.
Yeah. Looks like you might need somebody who works in the gray area here. Can't be all good guys.
Have you met our
kinda
drunken dwarf friend over here? He doesn't talk much because he's permanently plastered.
And with that, the rock falls to the ground with a thud. The Grolodon head still stuck firmly to his fat dwarf head, and he lets out
Don't worry about that. It happens.
he lets out a disgusting gurgling noise.
I'm sure as long as we turn him on his side, so he doesn't choke on his own vomit, he'll be fine.
Your party seems to be one member down. Would you like to have this witch join you? Let me make Alec not aggressive to you guys. Hold on.
PvP.
Damn it, Alec! After everything
Alright.
we've been to.
PvP flags off, please.
All right, so is everyone in agreement that the witch will join the party? Is anyone apprehensive?
I think in order for me to trust this witch, I need to see how much money the witch has and is willing to give each of us as a stipend for being his or her friend.
What a loot goblin!
I smack the goblin in the back of the head and tell him to behave.
I'll toss everybody a gold coin for their friendship. I'm not above buying it.
One gold coin.
Neji walks away. Just kidding. Alright, you're in. Let's go.
Yeah,
All right,
use
so
your knowledge of the occult.
to remind you, Citadel Altarein's battlements here provide a breathtaking view. To the east rise the majestic Five Kings Mountains, looming as ageless rocky monoliths in the hazy fog. To the south, rolling foothills unfurl, nestled around Breach Hill's rooftops. Along the battlements, 6 bonfires have been heaped, although currently only the southwestern 3 are burning, sending plumes of reddish smoke into the air. The Bumblebrashers here, they hardly take notice of you. They are all frenzied and yelling in Goblin towards that northern tower. And so, what do you do?
Does anybody here speak Goblin?
Maybe the witch, perhaps.
I do a performance to get everyone's attention and try to calm them down. What song shall I play? Any requests for songs to play? Alright, I'll play some James Blunt then. My life is brilliant. My love is pure. No, I'm just kidding. Alright. So,
And with one motion, all the goblins go jumping off the side of the battlements to their death.
It's a game, guys.
Yeah.
GG.
They notice you and they just scream frenzied, "Human help! Human help!"
How can we help?
Nasty halfling. They just keep saying, "Nasty halfling." Their attention has still not turned from the tower. Even though they've noticed you, they've only gave you a glancing look, and they switched from yelling in Goblin, and they're now yelling in Common. Please, free to help.
I pick up the Drolodon's head off Teo and I put it in the ground in between all the goblins, and I shout, "Look!"
You need to roll an athletics check to see if you can get it unstuck
Oh my god!
from
Alright.
his head.
Oh, okay. Alright. Not bad. I'll take it.
All right, so you plop the Growlodon head down, right about here. So,
Yeah.
and that does cause them to momentarily pause, but they just keep asking you for help, and pointing towards the tower there.
Who is this halfling? Can you tell us anything about him?
They just yell, "Nasty, nasty."
I'm gonna look off in the direction they're pointing, see if I can see anything they're pointing at.
Yeah, they're looking. They're all. Don't look at their arrows. They're all looking up here. As you guys round the corner, you can see into the tower, and you see Calmont with a goblin in a hold here with a knife to its throat. Obviously, this is some sort of standoff situation. He notices you, and he begins to speak in Common as well, saying, "And who are you? Oh wait, the do-gooders from town. You were supposed to burn in the fire. What are you doing here? No closer. I'll cut this goblin's ears off if you don't leave at once." So, what do you do? If you
expect to leave here alive.
If I would say though, for where you guys are, if you move any further, he's probably gonna, take that as a sign that you're not leaving, obviously, and engage you and start in combat. But right now, he's still, it's kind of a standoff situation. So you're speaking to him.
Can we try tricking them? That we're on this side.
You could try to do diplomacy or intimidation to see if you shift his attitude. Right now he's hostile, but he's not attacking.
Okay.
But he's not like an evil creature, right? He's not like that warg you guys fought, so you might have an easier time to shift him towards not friendly, but not hostile, right? Indifferent.
proficiency?
Well, can we? Well,
Should be if you go to your proficiency.
see.
If you go to your proficiencies, I think is what it's under, right? You should be able to
Yeah.
just click it.
So my first move, I'll do hunted shot on him.
I'm just
No,
gonna go.
So I'm going to do the hunt prey.
Okay.
Come on.
Do you want me to try talking
Okay.
to him first before we attack?
Well, and
Yes,
that's
What's your
Well, hunt
diplomacy?
prey.
yeah, that's like
Right.
yeah. Go ahead. That's like an action, a neutral action. He won't
Yeah.
really know that
Yeah,
he did
yeah,
that.
My diplomacy is at 8 + 8.
Yeah, go for it.
And what do you want to say to him though? I'm not too sure.
I
Well,
would
ask
tell
why
him that
he
the
wants
people in
to
the people
burn
in
the whole town down.
the people in town want some answers, and he
Right.
can let that goblin go and
Yeah.
live to give those answers.
Yeah, and also,
Or if he chooses
also,
to hurt the goblin, he's going to die right here.
and also, we don't care what happens to the goblin. I have never met that goblin in my life.
The
goblins
can hear you.
Well, I'm just saying. This is not a hostage situation, but we can use him. We can use him, his feelings of safety towards our advantage.
So should they be like, hey, we're just here trying to find you because the townspeople are coming after you, and we're here to help you.
I would just say
to not be killed by a mob.
I would just tell him to surrender and live, or he can
Well,
kill the goblin and we'll end him right here.
Okay, so who's saying it?
Okay, I'll do it.
All
I'll
right.
say it.
Roll a diplomacy check.
Okay.
You could also intimidate him.
My intimidate is +4. My diplomacy is +8. So
If your diplomacy fails, I'll try to intimidate him.
okay. All right. Well, come on.
Jesus.
All right. Wow. Okay. Well,
That-
of course.
You find out that Calmont is very racist towards gnomes, and he will not deal with Neji. He lets off a few slurs towards gnomes.
All right.
How offensive are these slurs? Just out of curiosity.
Just like the worst.
Neji's heard worse.
Worse than being called a goblin.
All right. Well, since that failed, I'm going to do an intimidation on him, and I tell him, "Do you know how many men stronger than you I have gutted? You're nothing. If I have to come in there,
Well, okay. Let's see it. He scoffs at your attempts to strike fear, and he clutches the goblin just a little tighter.
I'm going to, so I think we have to attack him at this point, right?
I mean, Wes or Driya could try to, speak to him.
Well,
I don't have any input in this
If,
situation.
if we plan on attacking, I have a plan to kind of make him lose a turn, give us an edge.
okay. Well.
Yeah,
let's-
what's that new thing you had? That you linked earlier this week? You linked something about diplomacy? I thought.
Did I?
I thought so.
I don't think so.
Let me check my character sheet. I might have something. I have something. I don't see diplomacy.
Yeah,
at all.
empathetic plea is what.
Oh,
you
that's
showed
only
me.
if he's gonna attack me. If I haven't attacked him yet, if he's about to attack me.
I mean, yeah, he's about to fucking attack you, bro. Against
Well, I
his
don't
will
have-
DC. So he would have to, you would have to beat his will DC then. So yeah, you want to do that?
Yeah, so I'm gonna perform then, and Here, I'll roll performance, right? Let's see here.
Should I try talking to him?
Would
You,
be
you, you could.
Yeah.
you would
It's
just
It's
you
risky,
would
though,
you would
might piss him off some more.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
either way, we're gonna fight, right? So
Right,
might
right,
as well
okay.
talk.
Pretty much.
Alright.
So there's a door behind him. One of you guys want to keep him talking while a couple of us sneak around to the back and see if we can just.
Sure, you could.
I don't
yeah,
know
you
if
could definitely
that
do
will. That is a good idea because you have to go all the way around and you might meet some enemies on the way. You know.
Alright, so we'll say I just want to ask some questions about what you did to the town, and we just want some answers. So let's all calm down here and let's try to talk. Going to roll diplomacy. I don't know why I can't roll diplomacy right now.
Are you on your proficiencies or are you on your actions?
I am just under the diplomacy tab, you know, trying to roll this.
So I would remind you at this point, before, you know, maybe this final attempt to try to communicate, that the specific task that Greta gave you guys, Greta Gardania, the head of the council, was to bring him back for questioning.
Oh, so we could just kick his ass. Are you trying to say?
You could, yeah, but you don't want to necessarily kill him before you either get some information from him. I mean, you know, if you go back and you've just killed him and you didn't learn anything from him at all, you know, that they're gonna be like, y'all kind of suck.
We kind of do.
Yeah. So
I mean, okay, yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
I don't know why I can't roll this diplomacy, Mary.
What from your sheet?
Yeah, from my sheet.
Hold on, let me make sure it's not something borked.
I could also straight up just demoralize him.
When you
I can use
when you click the word diplomacy on your proficiency sheet, it don't come up.
It comes up, but I can't click on the dice that rolls it.
How do I access my sheet on here?
Double click yourself, or yeah,
You can
I
also
guess
hit
see.
C.
That's so what it comes up, but where it says roll is like grayed out.
Yeah, it's grayed out.
What?
That dice is grayed out. I'm trying to look for an error message, but there's no error message. Yeah, there's no.
Oh,
active
that's your yeah. Why is that set? That shouldn't be set. Yeah, I think you're looking at your initiative. That should be set on your perception. I don't know why it's set on your diplomacy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but
How
it's
do I
no.
roll
Go
for
to your
diplomacy?
look at the tab with the little hand, and then click right there. Yeah,
Alright.
but I think you. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so should I roll? Ooh.
Now this is something we didn't like talk about, and I think we should have mentioned here. So, like your hero points, you know, I know you're supposed to be able to use them to like re-roll, right?
Mhm.
But I would say in this instance, if you guys spent 2 hero points, that would give you. We could play that as a homebrew rule that would win him over into indifferent status. So does
I could spend mine check.
you all have 3.
Well, I mean, if we could turn back time, right, and I can try to do my diplomacy check against them again. Can we do that, or?
I mean, you could use you could use a hero point and re-roll it if you just want to do that, because that's what it's that's what its real use is, by the way.
Okay, yeah, I'll do it that way.
Okay.
It's all
You should like, I think right click, it goes away. Yeah. I took one off.
Well, better, but that's
Fucking A.
1 hero point used.
Fucking A. Oh yeah, I clicked it off already.
Oh, okay. Oh shit. Okay, sorry.
I did it. Well, you got 2 more.
All right, I will roll again because I think we really need to get him on our side here.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. Okay.
I'll take that.
Wow, amazing. On your first try. So, and I believe you guys were saying something to him of the effect of like, you know, calm down, like what are you doing here, right? So, he looks at you guys and he relaxes a little bit. And he tells you that, you know, he's not going to calm down here, not until these goblins, these little pests, tell him how to find Alcetta's ring. So at this point, it wants you to attempt another check to see if you can convince him to keep telling you what he's talking about.
Okay.
Alright, it's successful. So,
Oh, nice.
at this point, he releases Helba, and she runs south here to safety. Okay? And he's now not hostile to you. He's indifferent. So he's talking to you. He's kind of coming peacefully, I guess, is the way to think of it. So, let's see. I'm trying to make it where he's not hostile. Neutral. Alright, so he comes out of the tower here. He's still a little apprehensive. He's not getting like real close to you guys. What do you want to ask him at this point?
What is Alcetta's ring, and why do you need it so badly? Is it something we can help you with?
Well, it's an elf gate down there. Everyone knows that. What are you, stupid? These little pests know how to get there. They used to live down there. Do you have any idea what someone would pay for information about lost elf gates? A lot. Only these worms won't tell me how to get downstairs.
Have you tried asking nicely instead of hostilely?
Nicely. They're vermin.
Also, what's an elf gate?
Hmm.
Do we recall knowledge on that, or does?
Are you asking him or are you asking the party?
Just ask him. Just recall knowledge. Would it be lore? I don't know. What would that be, Mary?
Yeah, I mean it would be lore because it's like a historical thing.
All right, that's why we have our librarian here. Do your
Oh,
thing, Driya. Let's go.
Alright, so what would that be?
So it would be, let's see, let me look at your sheet here. It would be
Academia?
yeah, it would be academia. Yep.
So then I just click on where that plus is and it rolls it?
Let's see. It should be, yep. Well, it opens a window because you could have modifiers that we were adding, like a circumstance bonus, like you're standing in the middle of a library, so you could go look up books or whatever. But
Gotcha.
But you just
So then click it and just roll?
Yep. And the standard, so like
Nice roll.
the baseline DC in Pathfinder is like 14 is like normal, and then it goes like up or down based on like, you know, difficult. Like the hardest things are like 18. If it's like super hard, 20. But that's about it unless it's a special circumstance. So,
Gotcha.
So your new companion turns to you and says, "Ah, elf gates. I'd heard a rumor that they existed at this location." And he explains to you that elf gates are ancient magical artifacts, if you will, locations that are connected. They're all connected to other elf gates all across Golarion. And so knowing the location of one of these lost elf gates, it would be very valuable to someone, because then you have a way to transport across the world essentially, almost effortlessly.
Okay. So I speak to
But
Calmont.
he does mention to you that how one got here or why is not something that he could guess at. He's never heard of one being at this location before.
I asked Calmont what exactly does he need to use the elf gates for, and is he working for anyone? Is he doing this job to help someone out, or is someone paying him?
Well, he snorts and sneers, of course, again, and he tells you, I already said it's valuable information. Selling that would get me out from under Vaz's thumb.
Who's your boss?
Boss. Do we know this person? I can't remember if this has been mentioned in the city. Anyone remember?
Well, he's like the blacksmith's apprentice.
No, he's a
Bookseller.
A bookseller's apprentice.
No, sorry, I meant who boss is. Did you say boss or Voss? Like,
Vaz.
Vaz.
V-O-Z. Vaz. Yeah.
Okay. Who's Voss?
You asking him who's Vaz?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know Vaz, the bookseller in Breach Hill, half elf. Boy, you're not too quick, are you?
We do have a Breach Hill guide in the journal section. If we need to
Well-
look up stuff like that, it doesn't seem to be searchable.
His amusement. Oh, I might have when we had to redo everything back in. It might have made it where you couldn't see it. But his amusement shifts a little bit back to rage, and he keeps going. Vaz is my employer, but she thinks she's my god, always bossing me around. Calmont, do this. Calmont, read that. Calmont, that's not how you pronounce Norgober. She's a jerk. I hate her. I've been digging around her stuff for weeks, trying to find something I could sell to buy my way out of this stupid job. Didn't find any goodies, but I did find her notes about Alesta's ring and about the true secret of Breach Hill. What's she planning to do with that information? Don't care. I just want to get paid.
Sounds like you went through a quite bit of trouble just to get paid. Normal people would just maybe steal something off of the bookshop. Is there anything else? Is there any other motivation other than getting paid?
That's it. I just want out. I just free.
Well,
I pulled the
you
party
could travel-
aside.
Yeah. Okay. Let's
We're
do
gonna
it.
Have a
take
huddle
a
here,
quick
right?
aside and
Have a
discuss
huddle.
this. So, obviously, this guy's a dick, and he did try to kill us. So we're not gonna let him get his hands on this elf ring thing.
Right, but
If we can find out and maybe accompany him to the basement while he's distracted, I say we hit him over the head, tie him up, and take him back to town.
yeah, we could get him to trust us. I was gonna offer him to travel with us, so and we have a bit of gold that we
Yeah.
could offer him.
Yeah, for
And
right
then,
now, yeah, definitely. We should
Yeah, I
definitely
agree.
we should definitely make him trust us, and then
Let's help him out and then bring him in if needed.
Right.
And-
Well,
and-
like we could try. Well, we could try to be the good guy first, right? And we could convince him. It's like, hey, listen, you have to answer for what you did. Over.
Well,
over
and
at
I would
back in town.
I would remind you, Breach Hill is not so far that you wouldn't be able to, return him to the council and then resume with Alec into the crypt looking for his family heirloom, and now obviously looking for Alcetta's ring.
Is it possible this ring is his heirloom?
That doesn't
birds with
sound
one
like it. Wait, well, actually, did
Should we ask
Alex,
Alex what's going on?
Yeah, let's ask
if he
Alec.
knows anything about Alcetta's ring.
I call Alec over to our huddle.
All right, Alec he's here. Sup, bro?
Hey, Alec, do you know anything about Elf Gates and Alcetta's ring, related to this keep here?
He tells you that he had heard rumors, but only whispers, that he never saw this or, came across anything like this in his travels and experiences with the Hell Knights. And he never read about any, use of an elf gate by the Hell Knights of the Order of the Nail that inhabited this citadel. He just knows that, his relatives served in this citadel, and that the last location of his heirloom that he's searching for was here. Buried, in fact, with one of his relatives. So that's why he's trying to get to the crypt.
Okay. Thanks, Alec. So, let's see. What's her plan here? I don't really trust this guy. I feel like he's gonna backstab us.
Oh yeah, no, we should
the
definitely
hobbit
not. Yeah.
Well, yeah. But
Yeah, he's well, I would say this. I mean, you've convinced him to speak with you here, but he's not gonna ever join the party like Alec, right? You wouldn't be able to convince him to be friendly.
Right.
All right, let's go.
Can we offer him an alternative out?
I mean, he's like everybody. He hates his job and his boss, and he was, trying to rob his way out of a situation.
Yeah.
All right, so why don't a couple of us just hang out right here to keep an eye on this little guy, and a couple of us will go and talk to the goblins, see what we can find out about this ring.
All right.
I have an idea though
Yeah.
to take care of this halfling guy. Is I'll do a performance to distract them, and then Chesty can sneak around and knock him out if we need to.
I got you. I already drew my mace.
Okay, well, and at this point, Calmont just kind of reverts to this. He kind of drops to his knees. He gives up his knife, and he's kind of just begging you guys, just let me go, let me go. So everyone is awarded 60 XP for this successful encounter. So you should be at 530, if I mathed right.
Wait. All right. So what caused them to drop on his knees? Like we just took too long. He got scared that we were talking shit, plotting against him, or what?
I mean, yeah, he's realized here that he's not getting out of the situation, and he's heard you talk. He whispering amongst yourselves about capturing him and killing him and tying him up, and he's just given up now. He's not gonna be able to really tell you anymore. You've captured him. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, get the rope out, tie his hands and feet.
So, with that, from behind you guys, you hear a kind of a throat clearing, and the short, slight goblin woman who Calmont had held hostage is approaching you. She says kind of timidly, Excuse me, and thank you, friends. You are friends? You must be friends, because you've just saved the Bumblebrashers from that man. So much flailing and shrieking. Ugh. I am Helba, and I am the Bumblebrashers' chieftain. We have been stuck up here for so long. Days, it feels like. Maybe even weeks. Hard to keep track. First, those awful monsters chased us from our comfy basement. Then the dragon dog came. And then the awful halfling man showed up, talking about elves and other nonsense. No elves live here. Just us Bumblebrashers. Helba looks back, and among all of her people here on top of the battlements, a deep, morose look settling on her face. I just want to protect my people, but everyone wants us dead. And she's now standing here if you want to ask her anything or tell her anything, or
First thing, I suppose we should make sure that she knows that the Growlodon is dead.
I thought you were about to say expose something.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
She's kind of gathered that from Therok laying there. Yeah. Well, no, the head is actually, removed now.
All the goblins,
Yeah,
right?
the head is like right here, right kind of. So right where she kind of ran to. So she kind of picked up on that for sure. Yeah. Ding dong, the Growlodon is dead.
Well, do you know? So you don't know anything about what he was talking about the Elfstone?
Never heard of an Iselda's ring. Is it shiny? I bet it is. Rings are always shiny. But there were no shiny rings in our vault, I can say. But there's rooms even deeper, and crypts too. We never go there. But maybe the ring is hidden in there.
You said something about monsters driving you out of your home in the basement. What can you tell me about them?
At this question, she gets a panicked look on her face, and she glances back to her tribe mates and conspicuously rights her posture. Cultists. At least I think they're cultists. They called themselves the Cinder Claws, and they said our home was their home now. They threatened to roast us, to peel us and eat us. Ugh! And they had dragon monsters with them, so of course we ran from the vaults. Then so many monsters on the ground floor, so we ran up here, the battlements. That dragon thing down in the courtyard kept us from getting away. It wanted to eat us.
Alec, do you know anything about the cultists that she's talking about?
Well, and she just drifts off into like thanking y'all for killing the Growlodon at this point. She's just like, thank you. Because that's, of course, the dragon thing in the courtyard she just mentioned.
Does anybody know anything about these Santa Claus cultists she's talking about?
Mary, what did you call? What were they called? I didn't catch that when you said it.
Cinder Claws.
Cinder Claus.
Like Scritchy Scratch Claws, not like Santa Claus.
Oh, okay.
Santa Claus.
Santa Claus, yes. No, not Santa Claus.
Okay.
Should we do a recall knowledge on that?
Might as well.
Gonna
On,
leave that
on
to
what?
our
On what did you say?
resident librarian here.
Recalling that knowledge.
And you were doing that towards what?
The Cinder
Santa
Claus.
Claus.
Santa Claus. Yeah. The North Pole.
So there's not any. Oh, sorry, my phone just made weird. There's not any like significant knowledge. This must be some kind of like a new-ish cult that's come around. But just from the kind of description that Helba's given of like trying to skin and peel and eat, it's clear that this is either some kind of cannibalistic human cult, or more likely these are humanoid creatures, but not men or elves.
I tell Helba that we have cleared the ground floor, and now we have to take Calmont back to town and ask her if her people want to accompany us or if they would like to send a message back with us.
Yes. So they are thrilled to finally have their home back, but at the question of delivering a message, Helba just seems overjoyed. She says, yes, Cousin Warble, my good friend, good cousin, such a smart lady, now lives in the big city. Please tell her that we're alive, that you saved us, the Bumblebrashers are most grateful. We've still lost our home down below, but maybe not forever, right? And
Right.
at that, she
We can
gives
take
you
them home.
she gives you a puppy dog, glass-eyed, and then she moves right in and lays a big old goblin kiss right on your lips.
How'd she get up that high?
You don't worry about that.
What'd she do? Climb me?
Maybe.
So, do we want to bring this Calmont back right now, or should we save it for later?
Yeah. Well, we
Because
have.
I'm like, there
We
might
should,
be
we
like,
should get that knocked out.
there might be
Well,
s-
I would.
possible.
I mean, I would tell you if you leave him unattended. But now, don't forget that you have, some warg puppies sitting around that could maybe keep an eye on him.
well,
Or might
So-
eat
so-
him?
well, my reasoning is there might be like a conspiracy happening in town. Like, so if we hand them in to the town without us being there, not knowing what's happening, they might just kill him and we'll lose information. So
Wait,
I don't know.
what kind of
Well-
conspiracy? What evidence do you have for this?
Well, because he said his bookseller sent him to go find it, right?
You don't need evidence for conspiracy.
Well,
no,
he
didn't say the
said-
bookseller sent him to go find it. He said he stole the information about
Yeah.
it from
Oh,
Right.
bookseller.
Yeah,
he
he's
stole
yeah.
He's just a disgruntled employee.
Well, but he
set
said
fire.
he did say that the bookseller was collecting this he got mad because the bookseller was making him do all this research about Alcetta's ring, and he said and Breach Hill secrets, and he got mad because it was constant and all the time, and so then he started figuring out the reason she was getting all of this information was that it had to be valuable in some way, right? So he set out to just actually find out where it is himself, and so that he could sell it.
So let's tie this dude up and cart him
But-
back to town and maybe investigate the bookseller while we're there, see what we can find out.
Right, and also I want to know why he's started burning the town hall, too. None of that matches why he wanted to burn down the town hall and
Good point.
do all of that. If he just wanted to get out, he would have just.
I mean,
gotten out.
are you asking him why he set the fire?
Well, we should tie him up and intimidate him first.
I mean, he's agreeable to you right now. If you ask him, he'll tell you.
Oh.
Well, we're not agreeable to him though, because
Well-
he did try to
We
kill
don't need
us.
to be.
Well, if he's agreeable to us, why de-escalate, right? Should we just
So,
just ask?
are you asking him?
Yeah,
yeah, it's not-
yeah. Let's ask.
All right. Stupid question, he chides you. Of course, I set the little fire. Swoosh. Aha. You should have seen everyone's faces. How else was I supposed to stop that stupid council from sending heroes? He sneers at the word. To Hellknight Hill. That would have interrupted my plan to find the elf gates. But now you're here anyway. Bah! Calmont slaps his own forehead in frustration. Should have set an even bigger fire.
Alright, so I'm going to take some rope out of my backpack. I'm going to ask Wes to knock an arrow and keep it trained on this little son of a bitch over here in case he tries
He's
anything.
already doing it.
And I am going to tie him the fuck up.
Okay, so for rescuing the Bumblebrashers, and you've already gotten XP for neutralizing Calmont, you all receive 120 XP.
Ooh,
Nice.
so we're at 650 now, right?
Yep. And so the Bumblebrashers are all gonna set up now, just kind of out in the hills among the Citadel, waiting for you guys to give them the good word that the cultists have been taken care of. So at this point, even though nobody's shown you, among your conversations here with Helba, they inform you of how to get down to the crypts, that there's actually a secret door amongst the hills. So you're able to, immediately continue down that way, or you can take him back to town. Obviously, you probably need to secure him in some way if you leave him. I mean, I don't know. He might. I don't know how often a halfling has to eat.
I wanna can I ask Halba another question, Mary, before we continue?
For sure, but I was just gonna say, lastly, right here, that you are now at like the transition of a chapter, so you have the option to like go back to town and like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So we might as well go back to town and escort him.
Yeah.
But before that, I want to ask Halba. Halba, is there anything else noteworthy on this floor that we should check out? Maybe some enemies or some rooms that might contain some valuables. And do you have any sort of map that you can provide us?
Sure. Well, so she tells you that the battlements are just, it's just this center area around the courtyard. So there really are no rooms to speak of. It just goes in a circle in the same path around the courtyard that the kind of inner hallway does where you first entered.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So at this point, the like upper level of the citadel is clear. The goblins have all moved outside here. Look, I'm gonna make them disappear. I mean, Helba's hanging around if you wanted to. There's really not much more she can tell you though. She's just all happy, and she's kind of got a crush on Drez.
Yeah, who doesn't?
Oh yeah.
All right, so really, right now, what your biggest decision is? What are you gonna do with Calmont? Are you gonna go ahead? Are you gonna go ahead and
right now, right?
He's tied up. He's with you. He's coming with you. Also, what are you gonna tell Alec that you're doing right now? He's,
Well, we're definitely gonna tell him. Well, this is what we set out for, and now since you fulfilled your end of the bargain, we're going to help you go down to the crypts.
all right. So
You need.
Alec
So we
tells
know where they
you.
are now, yeah.
Alec tells you that he understands you have to uphold your obligations to the council and return Calmont. He tells you that he will go set up at the door to the crypts that the goblins have told you guys about, and he'll await you, just on the other side. So he's gonna like set up and just be chilling.
Fantastic.
All right.
I take a dirty rag out of my pack and shove it in Calmont's mouth because I don't want to listen to him talk.
He's not even talking.
Jeez.
Yeah, but he will, and I plan on hitting him.
Yeah, but he will.
Yeah, but he will.
Okay.
This fucker.
Can we rest at the goblin camp before we head back to town so we can heal up in case we have any more battles on the way?
Well, remember the journey from here to town is very short, so
Yeah.
there's no encounters between here and there. You can just go back to town, and really in town, you could just, I mean, when you're in town, I think you consider to be resting up. So let's see here. Let me do this. I think I did this right last time. Yeah, there you are. Where's Driya?
Okay, so when we're in town, Mary, do you know anything about runes and enchanting your items?
Runes and enchanting? No, I don't.
Oh, okay.
Is that like something you do at like a rest activity?
Yeah.
Where do you what are the runes?
I think you have to buy the rune and then you can put it on your item or weapons or whatever. But I'm not too familiar with it. I just kind of.
Is it like magic crafting or something, or?
Shit. Because the way they did it, in my other game is they bought the rune and then it was like applied.
Oh, okay. I mean, I'm down to do that because you said your other GM, he's like kind of like me. He's not really into doing all the meticulousness of the crafting and stuff, right?
Yep. I just need to figure out which rune to put on my loot here.
Well,
Is that something we can pick up at the general store? Or do we have to find like a specialized store?
Well, and that's on me because I still haven't really gone through and made like inventories of what the shops have. Here, I'm gonna switch the map back to Breach Hill. should all load in. So, I don't know why it's dark. Hold on.
Alright, Driya, no combat yet if you're bored.
Yeah, sorry. This was a story heavy session, kind of.
Yeah.
I'm disappointing you guys.
I mean, we can go to one of the pubs and start a fight. If we really want to.
Nobody asked Calmon about Breach Hill secrets.
What?
Well, he said that that Voss was finding out about Alcetta's ring and Breach Hill secrets.
I take the dirty rags out of Calmont's mouth and I
Oh
say,
no,
"Tell me
you
about-"
wanna? Oh, you wanna talk now? Now
Hey,
you wanna talk?
I'm not the one tied up. So I take the dirty rags out of his mouth and I say, "Tell me about Breach Hill secrets, or I'm going to punch you in the stomach." And I roll intimidation.
He.
And I roll intimidation. I think.
God damn it!
I think.
And I spend a hero point to re-roll intimidation.
God. I wish we never found out about hero points.
Slightly better.
Damn.
And at this point, I give up.
Not much. He spits in your face.
Okay, so
I punch him in the stomach.
Okay, I talked to Calmont. I give him a sip of beer, and I'm like, I'm sorry about my friend. But would you be able to tell us anything about Breach Hill's secrets that you mentioned earlier?
So he sips on the beer, and he thanks you for it, and he starts into a convoluted tale that you're not sure if it makes any sense or not. But if you remember the very beginning when you first arrived in Breach Hill and you viewed Monument Circle. Let's see, can I ping? There we go. Monument Circle right down here.
Yeah. Yep.
That it was 5 fountains surrounding a statue of the town's founder, Lamon Breachton, a selfless wizard who, through his, generosity, found some amnesiac humans wandering alone in the 5 Kings Mountains, and he founded the town of Breach Hill, and they are the town's ancestors. He helped them set up the town council structure and the way that the whole thing works, right? But what Calmont tells you is that this is all a lie. That Lamon Breachton was actually the alter ego of an ancient golden dragon, Minkar, in disguise. And he explains that the dragon chose this location because of the Elf Gate. He was able to travel to it easily, and that through what he's read from Voz making him copy things over and over, the point of Minkar's experiments was to try to create like an idyllic, perfect society. But he essentially goofed, and that's how these humans ended up just dumped here as amnesiacs. But he felt bad, so he came down in the form of this wizard, Lamon Breachton, and he helped them, basically gave them fire like Prometheus, helped them set up a town and not die through the winter, showed them how to, govern themselves, and now, obviously, Breach Hill is a successful outpost. He tells you, though, that any mention of this to a citizen of Breach Hill would probably instantly get you thrown into, the insane asylum as a crazy person, because, everyone knows that Lamon Breachton was the, great founder of their city, and that he gave them all, that they needed to survive, and he's this, benevolent figure. So no one will hear, any kind of tale otherwise.
No one at all, or are there certain people that do know the story? Maybe you're the bookseller. Would he be able to give us more information on this story you've just told?
At the mention of his boss's name, he just starts cursing and spitting, and he just doesn't even give you any more information after that.
Yeah.
I punch him in the stomach again.
So,
Oh my.
so now you obviously you could bring him back to Greta, and that would fulfill your quest of the original quest that you guys got from the Call of Heroes.
Do we want to take him back to the bookseller first? Maybe we could coerce some more information from the bookseller with him.
No,
I don't know.
well, and I'll remind you, I believe it was the second session. You guys went to. I think that's when we figured out that I had goofed and called him the blacksmith. But you guys,
Yeah.
when we figured out that it was the that it was the bookseller, you guys went there, and then nobody was there because you were
Okay.
trying to find him, right?
Right,
You
right,
guys
right.
went there
Okay.
looking for him.
So free books.
Well, it was locked, and it's in town, right? So
Okay.
We have a rogue.
Do you guys want to head there? Or?
but
let's-
I would
let's-
I would
let's
I would I would dare
Let's
to
return them in
guess that when you turn in Calmont here to Greta, I mean she's probably by right of like wanting you to continue investigating this, let you go and get in the booksellers.
Yeah, so I think that's what we should do, right?
Alright,
Turn into
let's-
quest.
Let's turn in the
Yeah,
quest, get our money, and start preparing. I guess.
Yeah, because we got crypts to go to. We have a bookstore to go to.
Yeah.
Might be shenanigans over there too.
All right. So where are we headed, Mary? Which building?
It would be like back to the town hall here to see Greta. That's where they're hanging out
Alright.
for you.
Off to the town hall we go.
And let me see. Let me pull up the.
Oh, before I go to the town hall, I escort Therok to Caden's Keg, where he can.
You drag him in there?
explore.
Maybe
Yeah,
he
and
rest.
But you
I-
you gotta wash him off first. He smells like stinky Growlodon.
Well,
Oh,
I don't think that's
Blood.
Oh, Mary, I
Huh.
forgot to say that we picked up the Growlodon head, and it's still with us, because I plan on selling it in town.
the goddamn loot goblins.
God damn it. Yeah. Okay.
People are really looking at us funny with that thing too. Remember?
Yeah, it has a certain smell. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a certain look probably too.
Okay.
All right. So
All right. So, Greta. Let's see. I'm trying to remember what she told you she would pay you guys. I think it was very paltry.
17,000 gold apiece.
I think it was a little less.
15,000.
I think it was more like 10.
10,000. I can do 10,000.
gold. 10 gold.
We did this
can
for
I-
10 gold.
No,
they
look,
do?
it's even worse. Are you ready? She told you, and I think I changed this, but she told you she would give you 2. I can't even say it, dude. She said she would give you 2 minor healing potions and 50 silver pieces.
Oh,
I did not agree to that.
Oh no, here you go. It was 10. It was 10 gold pieces, yeah. 10 for so 20 total. 10 for contacting the Bumble Rushers and 10 for Calmont. So 20
okay,
gold.
so 20 gold apiece.
Yeah.
So I talked to her and I tried to convince her to give us more than what she originally offered because of all the trouble that we went through.
She tells you that if you continue on your investigative path here and you find out what Voz was planning or what she was up to with the finding out all this about Alcetta's ring, that she will give you each another 50 gold.
But for now, in order to help with the investigation, some more gold in our pockets would definitely help us.
You know, she says, "Hey, look, we made an agreement. You know, we've already paid you. We had a deal."
Hunt to prey.
Punch her in the stomach and roll intimidation.
So I look at
Hold on, you want to punch the town council of Breach Hill?
There is no way this
There's
could possibly go
literally guards at every door.
wrong. No way this could go wrong.
I look at Drez, and then I nod my head. Do it, bro.
I look at Neji and I say, create a distraction.
You realize you're all about to die.
I'm not going to hit anybody.
They're
I'm just
town guards,
steal
bro.
something of moderate value while everyone's
Wonder
distracted.
what level the
You
town
guys are
guards are.
dark vision?
Might be good XP.
Wait, is Neji? Are you not on the map right here? Can you not see right now?
Oh, I'm here. I'm here.
Where you at?
I'm on top of everyone.
Oh, there you are. I'm giving y'all your 20 gold here.
Okay.
I mean, you can do
What
it.
there is to steal.
Wow.
Jesus Christ.
Are you gonna try and pickpocket her?
Well, I was trying to see if there's anything nearby that I could just palm real quick, but
Everyone notices you being sketchy as fuck.
I love it. I love it.
that
Everyone
wouldn't have
knows
happened
you're
if
being
Neji
sketchy
had
as
just done a
fuck.
performance to cause a distraction.
I mean, I can. I can.
That's too late.
I
now,
think
they're
it only
already,
gives
really
you
suspicious.
I think it only gives you like +1 or something. Or like, I don't know. Like it makes them like weak to you.
I really wanted you to punch her in the stomach though, Chesty.
When we get to level 5, I will punch her in the stomach.
So I've given everybody their 20 gold, and I think I made everybody's health. I put it back to full.
Okay, your point.
You could buy, typical items, healing potions and that kind of thing. I think quarters and bits over here, right? That's where we said that's kind of like the general whatever. You guys do get a 5% discount, so whatever the price is. Now, I think if you look in the compendium, I think you guys should all be able. Let me look on my cameraman guy. And oh man, yeah. Let me switch over to him.
Do I tell you what I'm gonna buy, Mary? Is that?
Let's see. Can I search? Yeah.
Hey, Mary, I'd like to spend a day doing a performance at a pub to make some gold. I'm not sure how that works, but
Okay. No, I would have to.
at some point during this during our exploration time here.
To make some gold doing a performance.
Yeah, at a pub.
Like a dance performance.
Like a Taylor Swift concert.
No,
I got you.
Cover.
Okay. I mean, you could be doing that right now if you want to.
Okay, yeah, I'll let's say I'm doing that and I'm gonna figure out what items I'm gonna buy. While I do that. So how does that work? Do you know?
Well, I'm looking here. I'm trying to open up the right compendium to you guys. Equipment. I think this is the one we want. Ablative, yeah. Okay, yeah, so, yeah, you guys can already open them, I think. So if you go to consumable effect, let's see, where are they all at? If you go to the compendiums, oh wait, I just made it invisible. Hold on. You can look at all the stuff, and that's where you can like open it up. The search doesn't work for some reason. Items. I'm looking on the cameraman here. Okay, yeah. So you see the compendium tab, right? It's the almost the last one. It looks like a little book with a little dot on it. If you click that and you scroll down a ways, you'll see a part where it says item, and then under that a whole bunch of them. One of them says equipment. If you click that, another little window should open up, and if you search in there, like, you can find all the items and stuff, and when you click on them you can read, like, okay, that's what it is. It's like a healing like a minor healing potion, right? I just searched and I opened that. It's 4 gold, so whatever, what's 5% of 4? It'd be like 3 gold, right? So what I haven't done, my bad, is I still haven't come up with like, oh, these are like the items that they have at the shop or whatever, right? But
that sounds a lot very redundant though.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I think we've kind of said before, like in our first one, we'll consider them to have like all the basic necessities. So like minor healing potions, arrows, ropes, right, and camping kits and all these kind of things. There are, definitely people in Breach Hill that sell magic items, but you guys haven't reached like a level of gold where you could really afford them yet, because I inflated everything by giving everybody 100 gold to start with.
Also, it says carry bulk 7, and then there's 5 liters. Is that like, I have 7 liters in my inventory, and then like I have like 5 liters left that I could carry before like I get like 12 liters encumbered. Is that how it works? Like 7 plus 5?
I don't think that means 5 liters. I think it means if you have 5 or less carried bulk, you're considered to have like a light load. I don't know though, but I don't think it means 5 liters.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But what's 5L mean then?
I think it means that's a light load if you have 5. Yeah.
Okay. Because I'm just gonna
it's going
stock
up.
on that.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'd have to look, man. I don't know. Maybe it's. I guess maybe that just means load, non-load. I don't know. Keep putting shit in. No.
Yeah, will you allow me?
There it went away. So I guess it was. Yeah, I don't know, man.
Oh, it went away?
No, I think it is some kind of sub-unit of your total load, because when you went all the way up, your carried bulk switched over to 8. So I mean, maybe it is liters. I don't know. Maybe it just means load. I don't know. But it seems like it goes.
The only thing I'm seeing that has that on mine is my backpack. Like my consumables and stuff and other equipment don't have it.
Yeah, that's what I say. I think
the pack can only hold so much, but you can carry whatever you want on you.
Yeah.
Okay, so if I have 179 arrows,
but like
I'll be light.
that gets into that side of it that we've kind of just been playing, kind of touch and go. Like, you know what I mean? We've not really been measuring time and all that stuff. I mean, obviously you can't just carry like,
like
17.
Arrows.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So I mean,
okay,
Mary,
But it looks like every character can carry quite a bit, but you're encumbered like halfway through your max bulk. So I mean,
right.
Yeah.
Right. I think I kind of want to RP through that too, because I don't want to like carry a goddamn
I mean, if you get encumbered, you're moving
bazooka.
at half speed. I'm not letting that slide. Yeah. You want to carry fucking 2 great swords, then you want to be a strength Chad, then we're gonna punish you.
better than the Dex bag.
Wow.
Mary.
Yeah, what's up?
Will you allow me to purchase one of these items that I linked?
Let me look at the chat here.
Or is that or are they too OP at the moment?
I mean, Hornshank's using that instrument. I mean, you could buy that, but that's gonna be like really expensive. Be like 60 gold, bro. The lesser one, not so much. It's just a. Oh no, that's a masterwork too. Yeah, that's a. Hold on, that's like a masterwork.
Is that a crafting? Something that has to be crafted. The lesser one.
I mean, we'll say that you're in town and somebody's got it for you. Let's see. Yeah. So. I mean, yeah, each one of those would be 50 gold.
Well, I guess I'll buy the one that gives the free ability. And we get a 5% discount, right? So.
Yeah, so it'd be 80 gold. Or 80 gold. 40 gold, right?
Yeah. But so the maestro's instrument is 60 gold, so 5% off.
No, it'd be like 47. Something like that.
Isn't it like 57? 5% off? Yeah, 57. 57 gold.
You see any good
No,
rolls
it's-
in there, Chick?
What, are you talking about the one on the bottom or the top?
The one at the bottom, right? Because they
Yeah.
basically.
It'd be 50,
Are-
so...
Oh, it says 60 for the lesser one. I'm just being honest here, right? If you click on it,
Oh,
it says
on
60.
the... Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. I gotcha, yeah.
Alright, so
I guess
will.
because it's got that extra oomph of the skill. That
Yeah.
makes it like a little bit more than a masterwork. Okay.
Where are you shopping from, Chick?
I'm just clicking the. So I'm in my inventory menu, and then I click the search button,
Oh, yeah, that's a much easier way to get to what I was
and
talking
then
about.
you can just filter. Yeah. So, all right. So I'll purchase that, and I'll just do the math.
Well, because that opens up, and I think it's an innate feature, but that's called the Compendium Browser. That's a much easier way to look at it, actually. Yeah.
What inventory and where's the search?
Look at the little magnifying glass where it says equipment or armor, or in one of those little headings. There's a plus sign, and then there's a little magnifying glass, and you can like look through.
Oh.
Yeah.
And we're saying anything like minor, like healing potions and non-magical gear is okay to just grab?
Yes. Well, and buy it with the honor system here of like reducing your gold. I think you guys have the ability to do that, don't you?
Yeah. All right, Mary. So how do I go about doing my performance, my concert for a day, and making money from that?
I mean, do I get 10%? Am I your like agent or manager now?
I know.
What-
I'm asking you as the GM because I don't know how to do it.
I mean, you get up on
Oh,
stage and shake that thing.
Well,
I don't know.
No shit. But, like, how do we determine like how much money I make and all that? Right. That's basically what I'm wondering. Is it like based on X hours played or based on my
I mean, I haven't heard anything yet, so I don't know how much
Oh,
you.
okay.
I mean, you trying to get a contract with like the club owner first? Is that what you
Yeah,
said?
I'm trying to make some money in Germany.
Oh, so you're not just you're just not going on like open mic night. You like want a contract.
Hell yeah, let's do it. If I can get a contract.
All right, so didn't we say that the owner of Cadence Keg like hated gnomes or something?
No, the owner has the same religion as me, so we're homies.
Oh, okay. So yeah, she'll give you a favorable contract. She'll tell you that you can earn you can earn 5d4 gold for performing here, and she'll take 30%.
5d4. Alright. Let's try that. Let's see. 5d4.
There you go.
So it's 16 times 0.7. So I make 11.2 gold per per performance for is it like an 8-hour thing or how long is?
Oh, I mean, no, it's like a 1 hour set, bro.
Oh, 1 hour. That's pretty sweet for a 1 hour set. I'll do it.
Yeah.
All right, so
So let's
point-
hear
point-
it, bro.
let me see.
What?
Let me figure out what song to play here. Just kidding. So 0.2
Yeah.
gold is how many silver? What's the conversion?
I think it's 100, right? So it'd be 20. Yeah,
Okay.
I think. I don't know.
Silver. Okay. All right. Thank you for the payment. I hope you like my performance and you let me perform again.
Let's see. Speaking of music, let's see. There we go.
Mary, for selling items, is it just like a 1-to-1 thing based on what it says?
What, like, you get rid of it and you get the gold, or what?
Yeah, because like for example, like a short bow, the price says 3 gold pieces, right? So
Yeah.
when we sell, is it just 3 gold pieces?
Yeah,
or...
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not like video game selling where they give you 100 silver or whatever.
I was hoping you wouldn't implement the GameStop rule, so thank God for that.
No, yeah, that's stupid.
Totally
the
just
hell
remembered
is-
that I'm carrying a bunch of dog slicers that I meant to give to the goblins.
Okay, so
We'll
you
have it
guys
back
have
once we're there.
turned in Calmont. You've purchased some things. Is everybody sufficiently purchased on things?
Not
I
quite yet.
just linked 2 that I need your okay on.
How do I link a weapon that I want to buy from you?
Yes.
Just drag the icon to the chat bar.
You can buy either one of those things. Or both those things, yeah. It's 90 gold. And I think they found, didn't you guys find a hand of the mage or like a scroll or something? Y'all found something like that.
Yeah, we got a bunch of scrolls, some pretty nice ones too.
Do you see that, Mary? That I'm trying to drag.
What is it?
It's a horn galley horn bow. Oh, I just added it in my inventory.
What level?
Chesty,
What item level is it? I would say you guys could get anything item level 3 and under, as long as it's not like totally OP, like it fucking just kills anything you point it at or something.
How do I check the item level?
When you're looking at it, it should be in the top right.
Item level 0.
Oh yeah, for sure then.
Okay, so I'm not doing inventory.
Okay, so whenever
yeah.
you guys are ready, sorry, you can definitely continue into the crypt.
One sec, I'm just selling some items here.
Did we get a key to the Reliant Book Company or anything?
Yes, that is also something that you could do. She sent a contingent of guards over there, and they opened the door, shall we say. So you guys have free range, really, to go explore and look in there. You don't really have to do, perception checks and things. It's just basically, at this point, time that you spend looking. You can read through, obviously, all her papers and things and stuff. She had Calmont, copying for her. So yes, that is also something you could spend, time doing.
Alright, while they're doing their shopping, I'm gonna go take a look at that.
Chesty, are you still gonna give back the weapons to the goblins? Because I'm still carrying their bows and their dog slicers.
Yeah, when we get back, I will.
Yeah,
give 'em.
okay. I won't sell them then.
Well, if you want, you could just take those out of your bag
Okay,
and
okay.
say that you gave it back to him. Yeah.
And I have all these consumables in my inventory that I don't think I'll use. I've even got my magic missile scroll, which is like useless for me. Any of you guys want it?
It's useless.
It's useless for me because I have the spell, right? So.
But like.
It's guaranteed damage basically.
Right. I think you should. I mean, you'll run out of that spell, right?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, true. But that's not really based on your magic, it's a guaranteed damage. So you just roll.
Yeah.
It always hits.
Well, you know me with consumable items. I just never.
Yeah,
use
it's
them.
just like I'll never use them, right? That's why. I'm like,
Is that an Asian thing? Is that?
No, that's a power
Wow.
gamer thing, man. It's just like I'll bet you all these guys are the same way, where it's just like, oh, save your mega elixirs for the final boss, and then the final boss is trash.
Yeah, or never, or like just like stop playing the game altogether because you use a mega elixir.
Yeah.
And you call yourself trash for the rest of your life.
So, am I learning anything in the book company here?
Give me just a second, and I will.
Alright, so I'm good to go. I'll join you at the book company. I am with you.
Alright, give me a second. I'm on a different screen for a second. So yeah, you guys are digging through the books. You are finding Voz's papers and things, and you essentially are finding all of what Calmont was telling you, all of the secrets, as it were, of Breach Hill. Essentially, there's the whole account of Minkar settling Breach Hill, and all of the detail of that. And let me see, I want to drop it in a journal for you. Well, here we go. So, actually, you guys find a document in Voz's desk, and it is entitled Breach Hill Secret, and it reads that most everyone in Breach Hill fully believes their town's saccharine origin is the beneficiary of the kind and selfless wizard Lamont Breachton, but the truth, like so much of sanitized history, is far darker. Lord Breachton was not a big-hearted philanthropist. He was, in fact, the gold dragon Minkar in disguise. To Minkar, there's no mystery in the origin of the amnesiac humans he discovered at the foot of the Five Kings Mountains. They were individuals who Minkar himself had chosen to establish a utopian society, one that he quickly deemed a failure. And Breach Hill was not the first settlement founded by that group. It was the second. Just 6 months before the dragon left the humans defenseless and amnesia-riddled in the valley where Breach Hill exists today, Minkar had recruited them for his utopian project dubbed Paragon. Each had agreed to the golden contract, a set of strict behavioral and moral guidelines that Minkar believed would lead to civic, social, and political harmony, and to the ultimate course of human perfection. The Gold Dragon used magic to create a perfectly suitable humanocentric environment deep in the heart of the Five Kings Mountains, in an isolated valley where his work would not be disturbed, and that was conveniently near to a well-hidden portal to his lair on distant Hermia. Then he plucked his test subjects from their lives and families all over Isgar and brought them to Paragon. Although his recruits valiantly tried to fulfill the dragon's wishes, when he told them that his plan would require their self-sacrifice, discontent quickly festered in the new society. Minkar swiftly grew frustrated with the squabbling and declared the entire project a failure. He ended the experiment, magically uncreating Paragon so that no trace remained of it. As for Minkar's chosen humans, he now considered them wayward children in breach of the golden contract. To the dragon, this group represented not only humanity's inherent weakness, but also Minkar's own shameful failure to mold them into something better. Instead of returning his former subjects to their previous lives, the gold dragon dumped them into a nearby valley and gave them only the barest training to start life anew. He wiped their minds, not only of their experiences in Paragon, but also of their entire former identities, save for their own names. This, the Golden Dragon believed, was a fitting punishment for the human's failure, and it ensured that his own shameful shortcomings as master of the experiment would remain hidden. Yet soon after, Minkar realized that he had essentially committed the former citizens of Paragon to slow deaths in the wilds of Iskar, whether from hostile goblinoids, roving monsters, or the harsh winter that threatened to set upon the region. And so the wizard returned to the people he had failed, presenting himself as a savior in the form of a powerful human wizard named Lamon Breachton. And in that guise, he helped them achieve self-sufficiency, not just with respect to food, shelter, and defense, but even in government and economy. Once his conscience was sufficiently soothed, Minkar abandoned the humans yet again, content that the residents of Breachton's Hill would at least not immediately perish at his irresponsible hand. Breach Hill's official records and the reports of the Hell Knights collected about the area contain no obvious hints of this cruel truth. The townspeople of Breach Hill buy deeply into the falsehood of their origins, and those who question the accepted facts can expect public ridicule at the very least. But I am determined to out this secret to all. And it's signed, Vaz. So you know this is like a manuscript written in her own hand, where she has uncovered all of this information, and she essentially was a pariah because she was trying to out it to all and let everybody know. But there's no mention here of Alcetta's ring, which is curious because that seemed to be, what Calmont thought was the most valuable, right?
I look around to see if there's anything that might give us any clue to where Vaz might have gone.
Yeah,
So,
I'll do a perception check.
Yeah. Yep.
What yeah, let me roll too.
So, Drez looks around and notices that someone definitely left here in a haste, as an expert in the art of having to evacuate a scene quickly, but also take important things with you. This is a scene he recognizes all too well. So the mystery of why there are no documents or books referencing Alcetta's ring is maybe solved by Drez noticing that certain boxes and things have been removed as if in haste, and there's no sign of any kind of secret way out of this place. The person or persons that did this just came in and grabbed it and left.
Would a lore academia roll help here if Driya does it?
I mean, not really, because the books just aren't here. Like, they're gone.
Are those guards that opened the place up still here? Did they take off once we got here?
No, they're standing around outside, for sure. They're watching this place.
Alright, I am going to roll another perception check to see if there are any valuables, safes, pouches of gold, lock boxes, whatever.
Fucking loot goblin.
You notice that there are, like the typical kind of like storefront safe and that kind of thing, but any attempt to dislodge or remove items from this place that aren't relevant to your investigation would probably run you afoul of the Breach Hill guards and town council.
Neji, go outside and distract the guards.
I go outside and I do a performance to distract the guards. And because of my what's that?
How many guards are there?
There are 2 of them standing outside the door.
1 sec. I'm just trying to figure out what my bonuses are here. Yeah, you gain a +1 bonus while when playing a string instrument. Okay. Plus with my my new loot that I bought, I get a +1 as well on top of this.
I can temporarily blind one of them, if that will help us.
I think that'll initiate combat, which, you know, might get us into... Well, I mean, I don't know, we could beat the guards.
I mean, if things go bad, yeah, let's absolutely do that.
There you go.
But hopefully they
25,
won't go that bad.
It's a 25 though, we're good.
Well, so you roll it again. That's one of them is paying attention.
Okay. I'll roll twice. Okay, 1 sec. Performance.
The other one is not amused.
Wes, go outside and distract the other guard.
Oh,
Let me see what I can
wait,
do.
wait. I take Roach out of my backpack and I show it to the guard before I do my performance. Look at this cute little work puppy.
The guard does not think it is cute at all.
Well, I did distracting words, and I think I rolled pretty high.
He is interested in what Wes has to say about his adventures across Galarian and strange creatures he's encountered. Considering himself something of an outdoorsman himself, he gets lost in conversation with Wes.
Alright, now what did I see inside here that was valuable?
So there is a safe for the store that is your main you know, thing that you saw. Like, you know, obviously where they keeping all the days. Wow.
You rolled a 1. Was that a 1 that you rolled?
I can't see it. But
Dude
yeah,
rolled a 1.
Did you roll a
You
1
rolled a
after
1.
all the help?
So you break the set of thieves' tools that you were using attempting to get into this lock.
Alright, I used 1 set of my replacement picks to fix that. And is everybody outside still distracted?
Yeah, they are.
Okay, I'm gonna try one more time.
I mean, how many tries can you get? Can you kill like a?
I mean, I'm only doing this one more time.
Oh, there you go.
Alright. So with a thud, the safe comes open. Inside, nothing. It's been emptied.
Anything else of value laying around?
No.
Chesty. Wasted our time here.
Nope.
This is the worst bookstore ever. I'm shopping at Amazon only from now on.
I mean, besides books, there's books aplenty in here. What do you want to learn about? You could, you know, spend a lifetime in here and not learn everything, right?
Any books that look like they would be on anything occult or that would help a witch?
Nothing that would increase your skills beyond what they already are.
Anything that would increase my interest, so I had something to read while you guys are fucking around in other stores.
Sorry, dude. This is like the worst first game to jump on in. Oh man, I'm sorry.
No, it's all good.
Alright. No.
Yeah, this is.
So.
Actually, really what I'm doing
us-
is I'm fucking around with the interface and learning how everything works right now, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're intentionally taking it slow on this one so he
exactly.
can learn how things work. So
Yeah.
All right, let's get the fuck out of here since there's nothing we're
there's-
stealing.
There's one more thing I want to do, Mary. Is I want to go to Caden's Keg and ask Bryn if there's anyone that would be willing to take in the little roach warg puppy that I found in town.
Don't you want to see your girlfriend?
the
Not without
proprietor,
results, bro. Not without results.
the proprietor there says that she will take care of Roach until you return, and also Therok.
Thank you,
Oh,
Bryn.
yeah.
You're a great friend. Thank you for handling our shit.
She puts a little bale of hay there in the corner and spreads it out, and Therok cuddles up with the warg puppy. With Roach.
What a happy ending.
All right,
and
so
do you know
yeah.
who's willing to buy this head? This head of the dragon that we killed.
The proprietor of Caden's Cake says that she'll take it as payment for watching Therok and Roach.
All right, that is a great deal because good luck with Therok.
So she mounts it over the bar.
Nice.
Yeah. All right. So
Okay.
it's always there if you ever want to
Yeah.
steal it.
I had to drop off Roach in case Mary decides to pull another fast one on me.
All right. All right. So
Oh, I'm good to go.
Could've
with
been my
that,
back,
all right. With that, you guys set out and you take the march back to the Citadel. You go through the hills. You give back the weapons to the goblins. All right. And you find yourselves in the crypt.
The crypt.
In the crypt. So let's let everybody load in. Yeah.
The goblins haven't gone in here, right? They just said they know where it is, and they told us.
No, this
What
is
happened
this is where they used to live.
Oh,
So
So there are
they
monsters down here.
they have definitely been in here, but this is the place they were talking about when they said the cultists ran them out. Yeah.
were they able to provide a map to
Um,
us?
not of this place. They scribbled down a map of the ground floor, but you guys had already been all through it, so it really was of no use
Okay.
to you. They did mark on the map where the grave shells were, which was especially of no use to you because they already had got you.
Does
Okay.
Alec know of this place?
Oh yeah, where is?
So, he doesn't. Though his family served here, this is the first time he's been here too. So, you guys caught him, if you remember, in the training room where he was fighting those imps that had been kind of just hanging around for all these, decades and decades. And so, yeah, no, this is his first time down here too. Obviously, what you guys probably immediately notice is it is dark down here. It is pitch black. I think I eased it up just a little bit so you guys could kind of see. If you have dark vision, the witch,
Right.
then you can see. But otherwise, it's very dark in here. So you can essentially consider, even if, like the way I've lightened it up, you can see a monster. You don't see it. If that makes sense.
Okay.
The only other way to do it is really severe. Like it's dark around you.
Can I cast a light spell on my loot?
Yes, you have the spell light, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure how you apply that to the map, but I guess you would just-
I can do it
Yeah.
to you. Yeah. What is the? Let's see. I think you actually have the effect of that already, essentially, because I gave you guys like, let me see, token, light, wait, vision.
Is the thing where you equip a torch and it lights things up still
Oh,
broken?
so you guys all have low light vision. So yes, this would give you. It would give you a little bit more. It would give you like this.
It's like at 20 feet, right? 20-foot radius.
Yeah. But it's probably 10 bright and 10. Let's see.
No, it's a bright light for 20, and then the next 20 after that is dim.
Yeah. So dim
Yeah,
for
yeah.
40. Yeah.
Yeah.
But then, how long does it last? Is it supposed to last? Because this is a spell, right? Does it just last until? Let's see. I got it here.
That's kind of forever. Duration until the next time you make your daily preparation. So like forever, basically.
So yeah, we'll see.
Unless we recast it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or we
All
can't
right.
light up.
So the way I'm going to do that is this right here. I'm going to put light on your token. You should see this change. And I'm going to make your light kind of yellowish.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
Ooh. Oh. Good stuff.
Hold on, that's really yellow. Hold on. Let me change it a little bit. That's a little better. Alright, so yes. Anybody else? I think, so you got, and I think Wes has, you got low light vision. I think you all have low light vision.
Half elf.
Here, I'm gonna move you real quick. Yeah, so that's helping you.
All right.
Seamless.
Wait, let me see. Well, hold on. Let me see. The lighting in here is actually...
It's pitch black to me.
Yes, it's supposed to be pitch black, yeah. But I think what's happening is the way I just added light. So, hold on, let me do this. The way I just added light to Neji is lighting it up for everybody. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because it's supposed to be like this. He doesn't have that. And then let me change this for you. Hold on. Hold still.
Sorry.
So I'm going to change this back to 0. Yeah, so it's supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be like that. But I think the light that Neji... I think that works for Neji, though. Because since he casts light on an object, that would shine for all you guys. So I'm going to leave that like that. So essentially, Neji is the source of light here. Does that make sense?
It's suddenly all dark for me now. Or
I know, because I turned it
If
off.
it helps
okay,
the
gotcha.
situation too, I can put light on my staff.
Yeah.
Oh, can we make it more brighter?
Well, and then I would point out, though, like, obviously, when I just turned the light out, I think, Driya, you should have still been able to see because you got dark vision.
Correct.
Yeah. But everybody else, it went, like, pitch black, like they couldn't even see themselves.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Yeah, it's really severe.
This is cool.
But so, are you casting light on your staff?
Yeah, I'll put it on the staff to
Okay,
help
so
out.
I'm going to put light on you, too. 40, 20, and make it kind of the same color.
Hey Mary, you mind changing my permission so I can see my teammates' skills and stuff? 'Cause right now it's just blank when I double click on them.
Do I mind? Yes, I mind. Who said you get to? Who said you get to see that? No, do y'all want to? I was gonna ask that. Do y'all want it where y'all can see each other's sheets? That's how I did it.
Other people's sheets.
That's how I did it before. Wow. Okay. When you put it like that, it's weird.
I'm not too familiar with the witch, so I'm not sure what a witch can do. So I just want to see what he has.
Next to nothing. No.
Okay.
A lot of magic, offensive magic.
That's yeah.
Oh, and here. Let me do save. Okay. I shouldn't. It should be okay. Let's see. Configure. Owner, observer. That's how I had it before, and then I don't know. Nobody really said anything, so I didn't really. I think I just changed it at one point when I redid everybody.
Oh, okay. All right. Thanks.
I mean, because in a real game, you know, obviously you could look at each other's, you know, sheets. Sheets. Okay, I think I did everybody. Let me know if somebody's not got it. Oh, Neji. Here you go. Observer.
Okay. Next, I am gonna cast Detect Magic. Just in this room that we're in.
Okay, well.
Like,
Let me tell you what room you're in. You guys have made it into the vaults here, right? These rooms are entirely underground, as we've already talked about. And unless, you know, I tell you, or you see, actually, because I've got it set up, I think, anywhere this is the case, every room is pitch dark, okay? There are ceilings in here. They're about 10 feet tall. Some of the larger rooms are about 15 feet tall, but unlike, you know, the courtyard in the Citadel and really the Citadel itself, where the ceiling was much taller, about 20 feet, you're kind of restricted in here. So you've walked into the vaultway, a wide, empty stone hallway, oppressive and dark. To the east, the hall ends at 3 separate open doorways, while there are 6 additional corridors branching off to the north and the south. A mass of rubble is spilling out of a clogged archway in the northeastern portion of this hallway. So that's, you know, down east is in front of you, so that's down the hallway here to the north.
Well, I'll just follow the guys with the light.
Well, he said, I think he was about to cast Detect Magic, is that right?
Yeah.
Alright. So,
Actually,
was that
sorry,
a
let me
roll?
change-
It's a
let me
30-foot
change-
emanation? Okay.
Let me replace that. I want to place it here instead. Sorry, further down. How do you delete my first emanation here?
Should click the tooltip for it. And it should let you,
Tooltip. Yeah, I'm not.
like
I know
on
tooltip.
the measurement controls.
Oh, measurement control.
Yeah, then you can click the little box and you should just be able to delete it.
Yeah, I can't seem to get it. Are you able to do it?
See.
Or just delete both of them? It's easier.
Yeah, I think you can just click the garbage can and delete both of
Alright.
them. There you go.
So, okay, I want to cast it here. In that radius.
Alright, let's see. Send out a pulse, erasure, presence magic, illusion magic. And there's no check for that, right?
Yeah, it's basically
just
like
look.
yes or no.
Yeah.
Yes, magic, no magic.
Sonar.
Yeah, right. You don't detect any specific magic, but there's definitely like an aura from outside of your emanation here that you can sense.
Okay. I mean that's not us, right? Because I choose to ignore like magic that we intentionally cast for ourselves.
No, it's outside, so it's more than 30 feet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Also,
Yeah,
Wes,
no,
I
it's,
noticed.
I mean, yeah, no, you don't detect your own magic.
Yeah.
Damn, bro, you think I'm really gonna troll you that hard? Damn.
I gotta watch myself, man. After that org incident.
I mean, you're just giving me ideas at this point.
Okay. FYI, I see Emperor birds at the end of the hallway. Possibly a command creature type situation, maybe.
At the end of the hallway?
Yeah.
Oh, like I need more birds, huh?
I don't know.
Yeah, I need to get your
Anyways.
bird, actually. Where is he at?
Just a suggestion, in case you want to do something with that information. But, okay. Who wants to lead the way here?
One of you guys with the light should do that.
I vote for someone who wears armor.
Nobody who wears armor is with a light. In fact, I don't think we have anybody here other than the NPC that wears armor at all.
Do you guys want to do the
well,
outside and like? Because I can cast the light on someone else that wants to lead.
yeah, you could cast a light on Alec, right?
Yeah, I'll put it on Alex. Alex Greatstar, or I don't know. Let's say I'll put it on his.
Yeah, you could
his
do that. Yeah, remember it shows him with like a fucking halberd, but the book says he has a great sword.
Yeah. Yeah, because we don't have a tank right now. We're all squishy.
All right, so where's he at? Come here, Alec.
And then do you guys want to do like the outside end strategy for exploring this dungeon?
Yeah. Might as well. It's dark.
Should we go? You guys want to go top first or bottom first?
We could go top first.
All right.
All right, so Alec now also has light. It's getting really bright up in here.
So I would lose my light effect now, Mary, because I casted it again.
Oh, so it comes off of you. Only
Yeah.
one allowed, huh? I got you.
Like the sun in here. Jeez.
Okay, so Alec has light here. And let me see. Let me take a measurement of something.
This is where it gets fun, Driya. We're about to get into some fights.
Okay, so what do you do? What do you tell Alec to do? Are you want to
Alec,
tell him? To
I believe you'd like to go to this top path here, where I'm looking right now. If you don't mind leading the way.
So he agrees, and he heads up or tries to head up the narrow path. Oh, it's kind of tricky walking through there.
Yeah,
it's really narrow. Yeah.
It's really. Can you just drag us to the next room?
I can.
That's easier.
Spriggin, bringing up the rear.
And these hallways are super narrow.
I guess we might want to open the door.
Alright, so yes, you guys have come to a door.
Ooh,
Oh
what's this
boy.
rope? There's a rope there, whatever.
As you open it up, you are greeted not by a mug of beer or a cordial greeting, but by a croak, much like a frog. And inside this room, you see. Hold on a second.
Hold on, let me open my my bestiary that I purchased today.
You no cheating. Then you'll know how many hit points and shit it has. So in this room, you see a broken bed frame, splintered drawers, and a smashed desk, obviously marking a long abandoned bedroom. There are some greasy tents and moldy piles of clothes that reveal someone squatting in this room, and it doesn't take you long to figure out who it is. As you swing open the door and shine in, light that wasn't there before, you're greeted by two boggard warriors, Crick and Rock, and they both engage you in combat. So, ready yourselves, my friends.
Roll for initiative.
Let me put you all in. Hold on. There it is.
Watch Spriggin get like 20.
Oh, well, usually Spriggin goes first, man.
Mm-hmm.
What is this?
Well, Spriggin always goes before me.
What did you roll? I didn't see a roll
Have yet
for
to
you.
roll.
All right.
I
So by
if you're out of
virtue,
range.
who? No, he's
Oh,
not.
Wes. Oh, there you
By
go. Oh, there.
by virtue of the light that has shone, is that the right word?
Yeah.
Shown into the room. You know, they have engaged. All of you are now engaged in combat. There's no hiding. They know you're here. Okay. Even though you guys may not see them, they have engaged you, and they have become accustomed to, you know, seeing in the dark. So they're all fully aware of you. There's, at this point, unless you use some kind of, you know, trick or whatever, you're not gonna trick them, or not gonna hide from them. And yeah, that's all you need to know at this point, really. They are humanoid, but they're speaking a language you don't understand, or at least haven't attempted to understand at this point. And yeah, with that, it looks like
Question
Wes-
about languages.
Yes, go ahead.
If we speak it, we would automatically understand it when we heard it, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Or I would let you know secretly that you specifically understand it.
Right. Okay. But we don't have to like stop and think about it, like, and make sure we understand it if we speak it.
I mean, you know,
It would kind of just be like an innate thing.
if you, I would say if you, and I mean, this gets into, why does it still say YOLO on you? If this gets into like knowing monsters and all that, like if I miss it, right, you could obviously call a check or whatever, or point out that, hey, I know this thing is speaking this, and you didn't say it. I mean, obviously, but yes, for the most part, I try to check, and if you would, I would I would let you know. So yes, that's the answer.
Well, I think it's my turn, right?
Yes, it is definitely. I don't know why. Here, let me begin it. Yeah. So the encounter begins with Wes. What is your deal? Action.
Well, I think I already targeted Rogue, and I put Hunt and Prey on him, so that's my first action.
Okay. And that's free, so that doesn't cost one, I believe. Yes.
I think the
Or is it
I
one?
think the Hunt and Prey costs one. Yeah.
Okay, so that's one action.
Yeah. Also, we're fighting, right, boys?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So Hunted Shot. Roll. Oof.
Oh, damn.
Your first shot barely misses the nimble boggart here. True to its nature, it's hopping around something fierce. Your second shot, though, finds its mark. Oh, you got it. There you go. We'll take yours, obviously. So, finds its mark for 7 damage. And Rock lets out a rat as the arrow hits him. And then, 1d6, right, for your extra? Or is it 8? I can't even remember.
I think it's a 1d6.
Yeah, I think that's right, too. Hunted. Yep.
Nice.
Alright, so the effects of your skill, Hunted Prey, have caused him another 4 damage. Sensing an opening, Spriggin dashes forward, dazzling this target and causing him to bleed for 1d4. Fun. So now I believe you have 1 remaining, yes?
Yeah.
So with your last
Oh.
action, what do you do?
I'm gonna strike, just with the regular attack.
Well, how long is your arm? No, you're gonna shoot him? Okay. Nice. So your third arrow finds its mark once more.
Oof.
Sheesh.
At least you hit it.
Unfortunately, it's just his foot, so he only takes 1 damage. Alright, so with that, Drez steps into the fray. What do you
Alright.
do?
I'm going to move to Roke. And he is flat-footed against me.
Is it because you were stealthed when when combat started?
Nope, I rolled higher than he did on initiative.
Yep.
Oh, is that how it works? I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
So he's flat-footed to me, and this is going to count as a sneak attack. So if I hit, I get an extra 1d6 on him.
All right. We'll see.
And I am just going to dagger strike.
All right, go ahead.
How much damage has been done on this boggart, Mary?
Scroll up, noob. What?
No, it doesn't show anything for me.
Oh, it doesn't. It should.
No. Yeah, I'm hovering over him right now. It's just
No. I'm talking about in the chat. That's where you would see.
Well,
West did.
Oh, I see.
West did 7. 4. He did
Alright.
11. 12. West did 12 damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
wanna-
Stop cheating. You're looking in the book and it's HP. How do you know?
I'm not
How do you know this
cheating!
is a regular boggart, man? He's got a name, bro. He's not. He's got a
You
name.
said-
Learn
you
his
said
name.
You said boggarts attacked us.
They are boggart warriors, but they have names, man. They're not. Come on, bro. They have names.
names are worth at least 2 HP.
Man,
Yeah,
I'm
come
about
on.
to get canceled now. I'm sorry.
Name mob.
All right,
dude.
so
Name mob.
with precision, Drez strikes his dagger into this little froggy man. You want to roll the damage? You want me to?
All right.
He rolls his damage, and that little froggy takes 10,
And another 4.
and another 4 for the sneak. Ouch. So Rock is just screaming over here, and I believe that's your 3, yes? Or you
No.
moved in one attack, so you got one
Move
more.
One attack, yep. So now I'm going to swing with the left-hand dagger.
What a nasty boy. Ooh.
Ooh.
So not wasting any time, Drez comes around with the other hand,
Damn, this dude's
dealing 18 damage to Rock and sending him to a froggy grave. Yikes. Now, the witch from the back approaches to show you guys what she's capable of.
So the whole actions thing is new for me. So I can do a spell and move in the same turn now?
Yes, you got 3 actions to spend any way you want. So your moving is based on your speed. It's kind of the same as D&D. So you can move 30 feet, which is about, each square is about 5 feet. So,
Okay,
yeah.
so that's still the same.
Yep.
You can click the ruler icon on the left there, and then you can click and drag to see your measurements.
Yeah. So, I mean, you can move right up here where Drez is at. That's 30 feet or so, the end of that square.
Okay. Mage armor.
Ooh. You,
So,
who are you using it on?
can you make some
Me.
difference?
How do I do that for myself?
So I can
So-
put it on you.
Okay.
Yeah, spell effect,
Yo,
major
keep
armor.
in mind your spells that aren't cantrips have limited uses,
Right.
and then
That's
mage
last
armor is a level.
daily prep though.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's
Yeah.
he's a little more knowledgeable. I mean, he's D&D guy, right? 3 and a half.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Yep.
it's a different system, but it's obviously similarities exist.
And then it's not letting me move.
Let's see. Let me make sure everything's set right. You might just that hallway might be too narrow. Let me make sure your permissions are right there.
Make sure you've got the select tokens button on the left-hand side.
Oh
So
yeah,
try to
you
move
got to
to-
come off the ruler.
There we go.
Yeah, but you should be able to. I've got a mod where you can use like WASD. Like once you have yourself selected, you should be able to just WASD up,
Gotcha.
and then that little arrow indicator is like which way you're pointing.
And I don't have actually.
Let me move my little.
So then, can I do telekinetic projectile? I just put it in the side thing because I don't know how to target.
So yeah, with that one, I think Schick has cast that a few times. With that one, you have to pick. You have to pick an object in the room, right?
Or
any,
like
any bit of the rubble that's
Yeah.
found.
oh shit! What I forgot to do was I forgot to buy like marbles or caltrops. You can shoot stuff like that from your inventory to the enemy as well. If you want to decide on a specific damage type.
Gotcha.
But yeah, picking up
I
something
can-
from the room works.
Gonna
as well.
use some of the
I
rubble.
can give you some caltrops in a minute if you need some.
Oh sure. After the battle, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
You
So
could
with
throw
that
it in
one,
midair and have him shoot it.
with that one, I think it's. I mean, they can't. I mean, he could try to save it with a reflex, but it doesn't specify that. So I don't think we've played it that way. I think we just played it as like a guaranteed hit, right?
So Driya, mage armor is 2 actions, and you moved, right? So that's 3 actions already. So you can't.
Okay.
You won't have. You're out of actions.
Oh, mage armor
Where
2.
do I see that mage armor is 2, just for reference?
Yeah, those if you go into your spell casting tab,
Yep.
you know the 2 icons, the 2 diamond solid.
Oh,
black
okay.
Yeah.
icon- yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, that is true. All right, so you are standing there protected for sure. Rock is dead. Neji, what will you do?
Neji is going to pay.
And that
That's
roll,
fire-
I think that was Rock bleeding, but he's dead. So rip Rock.
Neji will pay the inspire courage tax. So
Oh my god.
I pretty much have to cast that every turn. Like I can't not cast it. It's just too good. So
All right, so everybody has inspire courage.
yeah. Okay. So next, I'm going to walk into the room here, and I'm going to cast or use demoralize
Okay.
on Crick. Demoralize. So I have a feat, Mary, where I could use my performance for demoralize instead of intimidation.
Okay. Let's see. Can we change that? You can use your. Say again.
Performance.
How's that?
So how do I-
Let's see.
So how do I change? How do I do this?
But is your performance? Is that your charisma modifier?
No, it's my performance skill.
Oh,
Here, I'll-
well then I would say
I'll-
just roll that again. Just roll that against him.
So
Yeah.
performance. So with my bonuses, virtuistic performer and my item, I get extra +2 bonus.
But
So I have-
you do take a -4 circumstance penalty because he doesn't understand the language you're
Oh
speaking.
shit, that's right. I did not think of that, but alright, let's roll anyways. Good roll.
So
17.
and that's against his target's will DC.
Whew.
All right, so you demoralize him. He is frightened.
Alright, and that's all my actions.
All right, Alec charges into the room.
This guy's fucked.
Well, let's
So
see.
fucked.
Let's see though. That was 25, and then from there, it's another 10. Let's see. His movement is. So that's 2 of his actions to get up in here. Oh, come on. To get up in here right next to him, and then he takes a swing. With his great sword / halberd. Ooh.
Damn.
Alec, of course, a trained warrior, finds his mark
Let's fucking go.
Oh my god.
Oh,
and
Well.
smashes
almost
Crick
one-shot them.
for 28 damage. And
Oh,
he
we got Spriggin to finish him off.
he turns to you all with a smile and says, "My friends, our adventures are never dull." Spriggin. What does Spriggin do?
Spriggin will peck and talon.
Alright, so one action to move. Come here, boy. Alright, one action to move. And then he'll peck and claw.
Oh no!
Oof.
Oh.
Gotcha,
So,
Spriggin.
Spriggin swoops in, trying to peck at this squirrely little frog, but misses. And in doing so, the frog slaps out its nasty, leathery tongue and hits Spriggin on top of the head for 2 damage. Unfazed, Spriggin comes back around with his talons.
Wow.
And lands a
Oh, there you
critical
go.
hit.
1 in 20.
Dude.
Yeah, right?
I am loving these rolls tonight. How many crits did we get in this battle? Like 3?
It was at least 3.
He wounds the frog for 4 damage. And now, wounded, it's finally Crick's turn. He is scared, but out of just almost reflex, he takes a swing at Alec with his club. He misses though. Unfazed, his tongue unfurls from his mouth once more, this time in Alec's direction. Ugh, he still misses. He says something in a language you don't understand that does not sound like a compliment, and he just moves back into the corner of the room. With that, Wesley, it's your turn.
Hey guys, what if we knock him out and sell him to town like a slave?
All right, Loot Goblin,
yeah.
listen here.
Oh, yeah. You didn't learn anything from history, huh? Bring back the triangular trade in Pathfinder? Okay.
Wow.
It's good money, man. You want to get rich? Or do you not want to get rich? You know.
I mean, I'm down for getting rich.
Alright, so we're slavers now, huh? Is that what we are?
I don't know. Up to you.
Alright. Trying to target.
Just want to remind you guys of what happened the last time we spent time trying to knock something out.
Right. Okay, so doing hunted prey and then
This is true, Chesty. This is true.
doing hunted shot first row.
God damn.
So,
That's a crit, right?
So your seasoned ranger, Wes, steps into the room a little further, takes aim, and lands a critical blow to Crick as he cowers in the corner, devastating him with 9 damage, and he falls to a crumpled heap on the floor, ending the combat encounter.
It's the combat ever, I think, we've had.
So,
Yeah.
with these Bogards defeated, let's see what level they were 2. So they're right on your level. You guys would get, I believe it's 40. Let me pull my screen up. There it is. Yes, so they're on your level. So you get 40 a piece. So it's 80 total XP.
Right, so 730. Ooh, almost level 3. This is awesome. We were barely even level 2 and
Yeah, how did the levels go up so fast?
we're just completing shit left and right, man.
I mean, yeah, you were halfway through level 2 when we started this. So the bodies, unlike a lot of the like magical creatures and things that you've encountered thus far, do not dissolve into a puddle or a puff or a pile of dust. They are just laying crumpled on the floor. So
Loot them up.
you don't find anything of value per se on them. They don't even carry any gold or trinkets, but you do notice an unusual insignia on their clothing. Neji does not recognize it. It would actually be a religion check. Sorry.
Is the occult considered a religion?
Yes.
Wow. I guess we're only good at combat tonight, guys.
Yeah, no religion rolls.
Let me try. Was it religion? What's my occult? Oh, it's okay. Oh, there you go.
So close. But
Damn it.
so far. You notice that you do notice that it is a religious symbol that you can only presume belongs to the Cinder Claws, because it is in fact, the shape of a claw. You all can see that. Beyond that, you don't discern any other significance to it. And again, this room here, it seems to have been turned into a hovel, not unlike the one that you encountered with the bugbear Yolekta when you first entered Citadel Altarein. So it's doubtful that there's anything of value other than, if you were a boggart. There's nothing but rotting flesh and nasty molded, mildewed, tents as you saw here. So not worth your time to really spend searching this room unless you want to just have to use your soap in a little bit.
Yeah, we can move on.
I pull out my pliers and take teeth from the dead boggarts as trophies to sell later.
Jesus
Jeez.
Fuck. Okay, so now
Goddamn
you
loot
have
goblin.
boggart.
You got
a couple of those?
scars.
Now you have boggart teeth. And also, as you are progressing through here, Alec, he's as soon as these guys were defeated, Alec started, kind of rummaging through this room because, of course, he is searching for his
Family's treasure.
Yes. Let's see here. So, Alec, though, he calls to you guys as he's over here in the corner near Carrick's body. And he points out that he actually did find something on this little guy right here. A figurine of an onyx dog. So let me kind of link this. Let me link this to chat.
Kesty, you still have your dog with you, right?
Nope, left her upstairs.
Oh, at the castle?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still in that room, just chilling.
So they're gonna starve. Damn.
And there's stuff to eat.
I mean, maybe. Okay, so
Sorry.
I was just kind of talking to myself here. I'm trying to link this in the chat.
I'm waiting for that warg mom to just make an appearance and attack us at some point.
Well, here, no, I'm not gonna do that. Let me see. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna make you guys owners of Keurig here, I think, so we can.
Why don't you
Lootable.
just drag-
There we go. So now he's.
Okay.
You should be able to loot him now. Can you? Can you like click him or something?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wondrous.
So he's got a wondrous figurine of an onyx dog. The effect is that you activate the statue by placing it on solid ground and then speaking its name, causing the
that's cool.
statue to transform into a living creature or creatures. In creature form, the figurine has the minion trait. It can understand your language and obeys you to the best of its ability when you use an action to command it. The specifics of each creature, as well as the activation frequency, appear in the entry below. So this one is a dog that gives +4 circumstance bonus to survival checks to track creatures, and it has dark vision. When the dog senses a hidden creature with its scent, that creature is instead observed and concealed, instead of unobserved and concealed. Basically, it can hit you without you knowing. It can be activated once per week and remains in its form for up to 6 hours.
So it's good for this this dungeon then, if we use it.
Well, and if you click where it says guard dog, it shows you the stats.
Yeah, I also linked it in the chat.
Yes, awesome.
The 8 HP, AC 15.
So I think
That's a good scout, but
yeah,
it's not
well,
good for combat.
it's kind of like setting up one of those things outside your camp that can detect stealth stuff, I guess.
Yeah.
But can you guys take it from there? I think now that it's lootable, I don't know how it works. It's the first time I tried to make something lootable. Like what opens up? Just its whole little inventory?
Yeah, just like when we open chests and stuff.
Okay. I guess I could just click the cameraman here and check it out.
Alright, anyone need any of those items? Most important one's the Onyx dog, so.
Okay, yeah, cool.
Yeah, I mean, somebody definitely needs to carry the dog on them. I don't think it matters who, per se, but...
Since I'm a generous
Yeah, because I don't think
goblin,
there's
I'll
no...
let one of you take it.
I think it just activates, right? There's no check associated, so
Right,
anybody can
okay.
do it.
Right. Well, I really can't carry anymore because I bought a ton of arrows back in town.
Okay, I'll grab it.
How about these other items?
I mean, I'll take the silver if nobody's going to take money.
Too late.
Alright, I took the leather armor to sell.
How do you loot stuff off of them?
Just drag it to
think you
your
drag it, yeah.
inventory. I'll be right back.
Uh-oh.
Oh, hey, can you move one caltrops from my inventory into Neji's?
I guess. What are you doing that for?
Because he
You
said
giving
he
him
meant
one?
to get some, and I have 3 on me, so I'll just give one to
Okay.
him. and use it.
Can you make yours
it will-
just go down by one and I'll give him one?
Yeah.
Alright.
I tried just dragging it straight, and it wouldn't let me do it. But I've
Yeah,
got
I
2
think
now.
you'd have to be the owner of him to do that, maybe. Alright, so with that, the bodies disappear. No, I'm kidding. It's like a meme that I make, all the bodies disappear in a puff of smoke, I feel like. Just because it's easier to delete them. Alright, so as you guys stand in this room, there is a door to the east. And of course, the tunnel to the south where you came from.
I'm back. Alright. Shall we continue to this next room here?
I say yes. Just
Um,
open the door carefully.
Are we summoning the dog or not yet? Is it even worth summoning at this point?
I don't think it is.
Okay.
I mean,
Alright,
I guess that question is if you think like, you know, there's going to be something hidden from you anytime soon.
I think we should save the dog for if there's a trap we need to set off.
But I guess the nuance of it is, it it would have to be something it detects by smell.
Yeah, that's true.
So not everything.
Well, we could
has
summon
a
the
smell.
dog no matter what, right? And then just tell it walk down this hallway where there's a trap we need to deal with.
That's true. Yeah,
Dog sets off the trap, nobody gets hurt. Problem solved.
that's true. Yeah, true.
All right, Alec, great job in that last battle. Let us proceed.
I mean, hold on. Let me make him. He's a little large here. Let's see.
You will make a wonderful Hellknight with how brave you are being right now, good sir.
He looks
you're
at
a
you and
sucking
says, "He looks at you and says, bitch, I know it. You want him to open this door?
Yeah, yep.
All right, so he opens up the door, and you can tell that in this room, there's really, fancy seating that's made of mahogany and velvet. It's been broken all to pieces to fashion crude shelters, though. Something by now you're starting to become familiar with.
My perception check is to check for traps, since Neji already rolled pretty well.
Okay, well, what Neji? Ooh.
Son of a bitch.
Neji, you notice that, these shelters are inhabited. They don't seem to be, abandoned or anything like that. They seem to be occupied and recently used. You don't notice anything else, though, in here, traps or otherwise, that might trip you up.
I take a piece of rock off. Take a piece of rock on the ground and I throw it at one of the shelters, the one at B7.
So Alec steps through the door frame here, since you guys wanted him to lead, though.
Yeah.
And and he turns back to you and indicates there are foes ahead.
Ooh.
And
All right,
he motions for you all to move up.
Am I allowed to cast Inspire Courage before combat, or is that an in combat only thing?
I think if you did, it technically would wear off as soon as combat starts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Okay. So
So.
no.
So right now, Alec is just sitting here, and you find him staring down yet another boggard. But this time, it's not a group of boggards. It's actually accompanied, if you will, by two creatures you don't immediately recognize. They are definitely not frogs, definitely not boggards. So at this point, they're kind of stunned because Alec has come through with his light shining, right? They've not seen light like this in quite some time. So combat isn't initiated at this point. You guys have essentially the upper hand because you surprised them here with the light.
Okay, so.
Well, so what that means is if you guys rush into this room, you would catch them all flat-footed to you.
Oh. Okay.
Or could try to talk to them.
I don't think
Anybody
any of us
speak their
speak the
language?
language. I don't think they can. These aren't the types of creatures that can be fed and be nice to us. I think we might have to attack.
Wait, what kind of creatures are these?
Soon to be dead.
Do a nature check. See if you can tell with your
All right.
ranger expertise. You turn to your companions and you tell them, I've seen these creatures before. Charukas. They're not from here. They are from the Mwangi Expanse. A name
That's
that
with
is-
absolutely no training in nature, by the way.
the name should be familiar to you because Wes identified that as the area where the Growlodon was originated from. Don't ask him where he's run into these monkey-like creatures before.
I
Oh,
guess
so how about it? We initiating an encounter here?
I think yes.
Alright,
I
so
vote yes.
Wes, come up into the room right here, at least into like the threshold. There you go. So we'll say that you all from here with him. Is this gonna work? I think it will. Boom. Boom. There we go. So, yes, everybody should have their initiative.
Damn it. Everyone's rolling low.
Yeah.
I'm not
I rolled a fucking nat 1.
Alright, so the hero of the party, Spriggin, springs into combat first. What will Spriggin do?
Spriggin will be placed in front of Wirt
Okay.
with talons and with beak and claw.
Okay, so movement is 1, and then coming in with the beak and claw combo, Spriggin swoops down at yet another boggart to take a bite. This time, the boggart does not get away, and he takes 6 HP chunk right off the bat.
They're not flat-footed right now, Mary. FYI.
He still would have hit him. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, though. Alright, boom. So, he comes around with his talons and scores a critical hit, scratching the frog's eyes. 1 damage apiece for each eye. Alright, with that, Alec joins the fray. What do you guys want him to do?
Do his thing.
I want him to crit and kill this thing.
I mean, you want him to attack Wirt or one of the Charukas?
I'd say Wirt. I mean, he's the most immediate danger.
Alright, so he spends an action to move into position. And he comes in with the swing. Heaving his great sword into the boggart's body. He lets out a yelp as he's devastated for 22 damage.
Jeez.
And with that, Alec is met with the retaliation from Wirt. The frog is, he's dazed, he's hurt. He swings his club wildly at Alec. He misses, though. Not missing a beat. His tongue comes out, slapping at Alec's face. Still missing. With that, he turns to Spriggin. And he tries to slap his tongue out at the bird hovering just over his head. Multiple attack penalty, though. He still hits. Okay. It's not letting me roll his damage. Hold on. Oh, there we go. Okay. Hold on. It's like bugged out on his damage. Oh, it doesn't do damage, it just grabs him. So, Spriggin is not damaged by that tongue. He's grabbed, which I think means he can't move. And he's flat-footed too. There he is. Let's see. Let's read it here. Yeah, he's flat-footed and immobilized. To my man. Wirt. Alright, so with that, Neji, what do you do?
Alright,
Spriggin's in trouble. He's stuck to this frog's tongue.
Oh shit, I'm muted. Word has taken 24 damage in total, if I'm seeing this correctly. Is that right?
I got 28.
28, okay. 28? Okay, so I'll do Inspire Courage.
Alright. And that hits everybody right here.
Yeah. Then I'm going to do... Let's see... Okay, then I'm going to do a electric arc on Wirt.
Is that, does he get to will save that? Or reflex save it? Or is it just
Save DC 18 reflex. Let me paste it there.
There we go. So let's see. I think that should be him. Ooh, he did not get it.
Ooh, crit fail.
Yep. So it definitely hits him.
So then it's gonna jump. Then I guess the
If it kills him, does it jump?
I think so. It doesn't say anything. It says an arc of lightning leaps from one target to another. You deal electricity damage equal to 1d4 plus your spellcasting ability modifier. But I guess whoever it jumps to also does the reflex save, right?
Yep. So let's see.
Damn.
Alright, so Neji lets out a bolt of electricity from his vocal cords, felling the boggard Wirt. As he falls to the ground, the electricity jumps towards the Charukas, but they expertly leap out of the way. And then something unusual happens. The Charukas, though speaking a language you don't understand, seem to be begging you or asking you or trying to communicate to you that they want to surrender, that they don't want to keep fighting. So you have an opportunity to electric loot, baby. You have an opportunity here to try to communicate with them. Like I say, they're speaking a language that you don't understand, and they presumably don't speak common, because they are trying to talk to you, but they're not, they're not speaking something that you know. So, what do you do?
Is that a general question to everybody, or?
It's a general question, yeah, because I think Neji, you have what, 2 actions remaining?
I'm
one.
done.
You did Inspire Courage. Okay,
Yeah,
and Arc is 2. So it's
Drez, I
it's
guess.
Scorp's turn right now, actually. So it's the Charuka's turn, but he's not attacking. Right now he's just begging. He's like, again, they're both just trying to communicate to you. The boggart being dead seems to have made them like way more amenable to a different kind of resolution to this problem.
All right. With my daggers still out, I gesture at their weapons, and I say weapons, and I gesture at the floor, down.
They timidly set their weapons at their feet.
And then I gesture for them to back away.
They do, but not far enough that they wouldn't be able to just pick them right back up. But they step back, and they're not mad, they're not frenzied, but they're excited, and they're like, kind of hopping up and down, making monkey noises and such, and then trying to speak to you in a language that you can't discern. Or at least a language you haven't attempted to discern.
So, are we considered like out of combat right now, Mary? Like, is this like a special case or?
Well, not necessarily. It's
Okay.
just that for his turn here, Scorp has started to gesture to you that he
Okay.
maybe wants to be out of combat. Yeah,
So
and he seems amenable, again, to use the vocabulary word of the day, to what you're trying to suggest, because he's done what Chesty's indicated to him. They've put their weapons down and they've stepped back.
So if we wanted to try to understand them or communicate with them somehow, is there?
I would maybe
roll
have
for
the
that?
ranger roll a nature check.
Wish we had a ranger here.
What are you? Aren't you a ranger?
Nature recall knowledge lore.
Yeah, you're fucking, yeah. Make me doubt myself. Come on, bro.
Should be enough.
Is readying an action still a thing? What do you mean?
Well,
Like-
no. I
No,
already-
I'm asking. I just didn't want to interrupt, so I put it in the chat. Like preparing something in case something happens, then your action happens.
I suppose, yeah. I mean, unless it's like
Is that like defending?
you talking about like getting the spell ready?
Yeah, pretty much like holding a spell at ready in case they do something, and then my spell goes.
I don't think that's.
Mm.
It sounds like he's talking about like a reactive type.
I mean,
Right.
yeah, but like right now, I mean, it's going y'all's way. So,
Yeah, no, just a curiosity.
Yeah.
In
So
case it,
the ranger Wes turns to you guys, and he tells you that he's heard this language before in his travels, and while he's not an expert, he's discerned that they are speaking Mwangi, the language of the Mwangi Expanse, and they are indicating that this was not their choice, that they were essentially servants or captives of Wirt, and with that they end combat with you, and you guys are now engaged in a kind of a pigeony almost, because Wes doesn't fully understand this language, so he's got to be careful that he doesn't like misremember a word, right, and say something offensive, but he's able to understand kind of the basics of what they're saying, and so you might be able to glean some information from these guys. Having ended this encounter successfully, though, for the Bogger Warrior, for Wirt being dead, you get 40 XP, and then for the two, for communicating here, as it were, with the two Sharukas, you get 30 XP apiece for 60, so that's 100 total.
Oh,
Alright, so,
we're at 8:30 now.
well, and I was going to say, if you guys want to kind of brainstorm here, and or also take a break, I'm going to run to the bathroom real quick and get some water. And then, I mean, I'm good to keep going for a little bit longer, speak up if time restraints. It is, I guess, like a work night, but my work is kind of on dull mode at the moment. I'm just handing out Chromebooks all day long, basically. So I'm not worried about being sleepy.
For me, I probably just want to finish off this room, do what we have to do, then end it there. That's cool.
Yeah, I got work in 5 hours, so.
All right.
Oh shit.
Well, yeah. Give me. It won't look. It won't take me 5 minutes to get water or less. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
I'm thinking I should do like a dance performance to try and communicate with them.
I see no possible way that could fail.
I know.
Alright.
Ends up
Dude, I get like +10 performance, like just that's my proficiency.
That's your thing.
Yeah. Yeah, so like +10 plus, like, even if I rolled a 10, like that's a 20 already. So
Okay, so assuming that we do that, what do we want to know from them?
what do we want to know? So basically, why, how, what they're doing here, what brought them
How
here?
did they get here? Yeah.
How did they get here?
Yeah, I would assume that they were prisoners. They came from the same place as the Growlodon.
And if they
Possibly, I would assume that cult is the ones that brought them here. So I guess whatever we can learn about the cult.
yeah, the cult, yeah. Man, +10 performance is just thick, just base with my bonuses.
Well, can we do? How do we communicate with them? Sign language.
I don't know, just yeah, basically like miming or
Neji's
whatever.
gonna do a striptease.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
Performance
because-
+10.
Exactly.
All right, I'm back.
Plus, they might have a gnome kick, so that'll give me like a +2 on top of
Oh
that.
yeah, yeah. A lot
Oh.
of no going on here.
What did I come back into here? All right, so yeah, what
okay,
have you
I'm gonna
decided to do?
I'm gonna try to communicate with them using performance, kind of just like, you know, hand motions or interpretive type dancing, just to kind of see what's up.
Okay. Well, I would ask you guys, because maybe not to divert you from this, but do you want to, now that combat has settled, do you guys want to look around this room to see if you find anything? I mean, this is
I mean, I can
this.
take a look around while Neji's stripping.
Well, to remind you, this room is unlike the room you just came from. This is, fancier furniture, even though it's been turned into a hovel. It's a fancier room than the other one. There we go. So, Neji finds a lesser comprehension elixir. Let me put that in your bag here.
Okay. Oh, there you go.
Sounds promising.
Boom. There it is.
You never know when you'll need it.
Yeah, I think we should use it for later.
Well, so this is for written language. So it's not.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
good,
you,
we can
but
make
you
them right.
could, but you, yes, you could indicate to them, hey, write on the. Of course, that's presuming they know how to write.
Mhm.
I take one of the.
Let's not be racist to Sharukas, though. They can probably all read and write, of course.
I take one of the writing kits that we got out of my pack and slide it across the floor to one of the Sharukas and mime writing, hoping they get the message.
Okay, so they figure it out and they quickly start jotting things down, but they are in Mwangi, and while Wes can kind of make out some of the oral language when it's spoken, he's at a loss to try to figure this out.
I guess we hand it to Neji and watch him drink that potion.
Hey, so where's the potion at? Is it?
It's in your
the shared
bag.
backpack?
I think it's just in your consumables, maybe.
Consumable.
Yeah.
Comprehension elixir. Let me see what this does. As long as they're written in common language. This wasn't do anything for us though, right?
Yeah.
It's
Well,
in
no,
common.
it is in a common language.
Oh,
it's
okay.
not like
not the
yeah.
language common.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So yeah, you would be able to understand what they're writing.
Okay. So I use it.
All right, so Neji reads aloud what the Sharukas have written. They describe a cult known as the Cinder Claws, these boggards being members that have invaded this space. They've brought the Sharukas along with them from their home in the Mwangi Expanse. They don't know what they're looking for or why they've been brought. They're just, servants, soldiers, foot soldiers. They don't know how long they've been down here, but they do write, words of thanks and tell you one piece of valuable information. They tell you that just north of here, there's some sort of terrible creature, also brought along by the Cinder Claws, but grown out of their control. And having lost control of this creature, they barricaded it into the room to the north. And basically, they've been stationed here as guardians to make sure that it doesn't get loose. What it is, they can't tell you. It's not a creature they are familiar with, but they describe claws and jaws. They keep writing over and over, claws and jaws. With that, that's about all that they've written. They just keep thanking you. They're asking you if they're free now, where they are. They're obviously kind of just relieved beyond belief to be free, but they're also in this terrible place away from their home.
I make a bowing motion just to say that I'm grateful for the information, and then I kind of point the way to the exit, and then I just move out of the way.
With that, they don't waste any time and they run.
Would it be worth spending like 30 minutes searching this room, Mary, or?
No, I would say with your successful check just a moment ago, you found really the only thing of value. I mean, all that's here that you can see is a door to the east and to the south, and then a heavily barricaded door to the north. You guys can make out some sort of sound coming from it, but you would have to move closer to hear anything more. But I think that movement would have to wait until next time, if you guys want to call it right there.
Yeah, it's a good spot.
Good spot.
No one took any damage tonight, right? Am I?
No.
Spriggin,
Remember?
you fuck.
Oh, did Spriggin take one? How much did he take?
I don't know.
2 damage from a crit fail. Yeah.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah. So I mean, that was a very lore heavy. It's yeah. But now that you guys are down here in the crypts, I mean, danger seems to be around every corner.
Yeah, we're going north.
So next session will be pretty intense. So you guys want to try to do Thursday? How you look on Thursdays, Driya?
My work schedule changes weekly.
Yeah. Well, because I mean, I would just say, I mean, I know we picked Thursday because we want to have a consistent day, but I mean, I don't know. I haven't heard from Teo if he'll be able to get back consistent. But I think the main reason we picked Thursday was his schedule, right? So.
Yeah, he said he couldn't do. I think he said he was good on every day except Wednesday, if I remember. So